Hello, Dan. Speaking
of
Dan, let's talk about our friend Dan Ratcliffe over at Flooring Direct DFW.
We got new copy points, bro.
We do. They've got a lot going on.
Uh-huh.
Some specials.
New deal. New year, new deal. At
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ.
Oh, that's the main thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main thing is buy now, pay later, zero interest financing for 36 months, nothing down, free financing until 2029. You get your entire flooring project for less than $200 a month at Flooring Direct DFW.
What a deal. They bring the floors out to you. You don't have to go visit their showroom. They have one in Dallas, but the big selling point is that they bring these floors to you. You can rub on them. You can lay on them. They might let you just put 3 or 4 of them together and take a little nap there. You're not paying for them until 2029 anyways. Who cares? New floors for under $200 a month. FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. It is Flooring Direct DFW.
They get a little song and everything. We're going to sync it up today with Profits and Outlaws. Let's go, boys.
Our pros are the nicest. We got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. And welcome to the Game Day Men's Health Studio, downtown Dallas. It is the Dumb Zone. I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
Energy up, fellas. We're back at work. It's fun. February. Let's roll.
We got winter or spring?
What do you mean?
That little rodent see a shadow or not?
More on that in the news.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Is that a national holiday? Like, is it real?
Meaning what? I think the banks are open.
Oh, okay. So it's not. That's good. I would hope they wouldn't close for Groundhog Day.
That sounds like what? You insane? But we do. Everyone does their own silly traditions. I could see it. But yeah, February. I thought Blake was doing. Is this spring? Like, what kind of weather is this out here?
Yeah, no, it is kind of turning into spring today. It was winter yesterday.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Winter.
I don't want to do the weekend check too early, but it does seem that I might have had the last fire in the fireplace of the year. Just looking ahead.
I was thinking about your BS the other day.
What BS?
What? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is that he early on? You were like.
Maybe I'm jinxing it on purpose so that I can get another fire in the fireplace. I love it.
Phil Jackson, Zen Master. He was right when it got cold. It might have been like September. He was like, "This sucks. It's gonna be this way for
it did suck
3-4." And I'm like, "No, dude, you're not in Ohio anymore. You don't have to worry about it. We're gonna have some good days, even when it's winter."
I was taken back last week when we were in that freeze and schools canceled and stuff. I was thinking, yes, if this is Ohio, it'd be like this for 3 more months, and it would be gray outside.
Yeah, gray brown.
But it's all melted now, and birds are chirping, and yeah, things are great.
They are. I feel excellent.
If we are to do some promoing, what is coming up this week, guys? We got any remotes?
We're going to a subby's house with Mike Soroy on Friday.
All right.
Where's that?
Salina.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go get to the bottom of this thing.
Boots
We're going to
on the ground investigating.
Get to the bottom of them getting to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? What's that? Is that referencing a
it's been
Homer Call or something?
No. Well, they were a several-time Homer Call participant, which we talked about recently because they've been in the news a lot.
Oh, all the teacher.
Their football coach resigned.
Is that the guy who was making the kids do naked jumping jacks?
Yes. But you say making, I say presenting an opportunity to.
Yeah. And it wasn't hazing, right? It was just like Tuesday.
Just have a little fun, yeah. Yeah, so we'll be in Salina.
And then I see Sunday, we're back at it.
Dude.
The last football stream of the year. Or of the season, I should say, because we'll do more this year. If you want to be technical.
Can somebody...
The big game Sunday, the big game.
I need
to be
someone who's not currently a sponsor. You don't want to spend any money, but you want to pretend sponsor the Dumb Zone stream of the AFL all spring long so that I can tell my wife that we sold it and that I have to go do all of the arena or whatever's going on.
What, she's upset about you leaving Super Bowl Sunday?
No, but I don't want it to end.
Oh, yeah.
I like it a lot.
The Pro Bowl, we could do the Pro Bowl. I heard the Pro
Yeah.
Bowl's like it's on
it's tomorrow night
Tuesday, or did it already? They do the Pro Bowl already, but then they're airing it Tuesday.
The only thing I've seen about the Pro Bowl is Brandon Aubrey hitting nukes in the golf simulator.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Okay, so they did the
I
Pro
think
Bowl already.
Well, no. It was like a practice thing. I have it if you want to play.
Like,
it.
is the
If you have
golf
to have it,
simulator
cool.
part of the Pro Bowl now?
I think hitting on the simulator is part of the deal, but the video that you're about to see is behind the scenes like practice.
This is like
'Cause I'm pretty
ABC's
sure-
Wide World of Sport or something. It's celebrity
Yeah.
something.
It's just Brandon striping him, and then Mike on crutches, hyping him up.
Ooh, I wonder who is the Packers kicker.
Look at him all hobbling around.
Yeah, and you can I feel like you can hear Brandon's wife in the background laughing. So
Ooh,
it's
Brandon's
like
got a sweet golf club or a golf
glove. Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a golf glove or not.
What do you
Might
mean?
have been a football
It
glove.
might just be anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if it's a football glove and you use it to golf, it's now a golf glove, right? Like, is there a difference between a golf glove and a batting glove?
Yeah.
Go on.
The grip is different.
Yeah, just where the grip points are, like to keep it from wearing down.
Same
Where
on
the padding is.
A football glove is different than a batting glove for sure. Because I tried it one time, and if you do it enough, the barrel will wear through that part of the glove because it's not meant to be.
Yeah. Right.
Is there a difference between a golf glove and a baseball mitt?
Yeah, that's
Or are they the same thing?
I kept running into that problem too. I would drop my club, and they're like, "You should not be wearing a baseball glove out here."
Yeah, I bought my son inadvertently, it was a catcher's mitt apparently, and then he played center field.
Yeah, that's a common mix-up. But it looks like that tomorrow night we have 7-on-7 flag football and skills challenge.
Woke, right?
Extremely. I could see the Pro Bowl or the president weighing in. The Pro Bowl's gay now. Because I mean, if you seriously, dude, they did used to care. I know that sounds crazy. I know that it's.
I wonder. I would
know
like
that
to watch the Pro Bowl that your mom interrupted you at halftime.
I know it was. I just feel like football is a type of game where it was either all in or all out.
But I will go to my grave saying they used to care about the baseball All-Star game.
You're true. That's 100% accurate. Anyways, that's what's going on with the Pro Bowl.
Oh, and then Sunday we're doing the live stream. We will, if you want to watch the Super Bowl along with us. Blake will be back. It's very exciting for us. Despite he's been sending out resumes to all the Westwood One and whoever. What do you do? Spanish language? Because there's like a million different.
Hey, can I produce Gabby's Nickelodeon broadcast?
Broadcast that will be at the Super Bowl, but no one has bit yet. He's trying to find an extra high school game. He can't do it, so he will be in the den.
I did find something to do.
This coming weekend?
Berline asked me to drive him to a Super Bowl party.
No, shut the blank up. You're not just going to Uber line separate from
Berline's
work,
in town?
are you?
No. Fly out there, drive him around.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That'd be great.
Wait, you're saying he offered to fly you to California?
No.
Oh.
No.
What are you saying?
Just trying to do a little improv,
Okay,
fellas.
sorry. Here's the problem.
Sorry, I can't hang with the big dogs.
No, here's the problem. It's so unbelievable that you drive Steve Berline at all.
Right. That's
That
like
every situation you have a homeless guy that you do like a lot of stuff for. So anything that you tell us that's like you doing something for someone, it's not going to be funny.
Oh, I went to I went to one of our listeners.
Blake probably did that.
I went to our listeners' kid's 4-year-old birthday party, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, and the worst part of that was his mom
actually did go there.
His mom had cancer and said that, the biggest thing was just for me to be there. So I went and spent the day with her. Like everything that comes up is
right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, I'm improvising. Like, no. I thought
that's what
you
the
were joking
was.
about the.
I was over here.
If Steve Berline was like, listen, I'll pay you $100, but I need you to drive me to and from a Super Bowl party on Sunday.
Get plastered.
I don't know.
Trying to figure out how to get a hotspot for Zoom.
You're a good dude.
You know what, Blake? You're the best dude. All right, so let's do a weekend check.
Second best dude. Second to only Jeremy at Trident Access Services.
Wow, how do you like that? He is a good dude. I talked to him last week on Business Wednesday, as a matter of fact.
I bet you there's a bunch of people who have fresh issues with their garages and their gates, with the freeze messing things up and things getting off track. Trident Access Services, that's what they do. They do gates, they do garage doors, and it starts with getting their tune-up special. That's what Dan had done. It's $39.99, and they'll come out and they'll take a look at everything: your bearings, the rollers, the studs. I don't know, everything that they do that you don't know. They'll do that under $40 for you there, and then going forward, Dumb Zone listeners get 10% off. Maybe you're building a new home, you need a new garage door. They can help you with that. The gate in a new home, a remodel, or you just have old crap and you don't want it to suck anymore. txtrident.com, Dan. That's how you get a hold of them.
Julie has a gate. I have a garage door. So be like me and get a garage door. Like, people will just walk in if you don't.
No, yeah, it's true.
You want to take all your shit?
It's true.
Or drive in.
Yeah.
Or you know what?
Like
We had
an
an intern try to drive into my garage. So I had to get Trident out there immediately and put a door on this
You think
thing.
he does moats?
Probably.
Drawbridge.
That's access.
Be so sick.
All right. I'll go first on the weekend check. Let's see, did a little TV watching. That'll be on What's on Your TiVo tomorrow.
Tell me.
I did a little reading. I'm trying to become more of a reader. I'm reading the Tyson book right now.
Is it newish?
Yeah, it came out just a few months ago. I think it was my Christmas wish list.
I wish
that I give to my kids.
This is one of there's a pro and a con to being friends and work partner with Dan. He's always going to be available, pretty much. Like, if I need to get a hold of him, our schedule runs kind of on mine because of kids and school and whatever. If we're going to do something, Dan's like, I'm free. But then the problem is, I know there's times when he would rather not talk. And I don't know when that is. Like, I know that there's a chance when I'm calling him for some extremely low-grade idea I have.
It's usually the evening.
The reading?
No. When I don't want to talk.
Don't want to talk. Okay. Because I would think, I just don't want to interrupt you reading. And for me, the weekend mornings are the choicest reading time. Doesn't even have to be super early, but if you can get yourself some time around 10.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't mind you interrupting the reading. In fact, I have trouble just locking in myself.
Well, that's why I shouldn't be calling you.
I was like, what's on the phone? I haven't looked at the phone in 10 minutes.
Right.
I'll read a chapter.
Any new scandals?
And then be like, oh, okay. It's so accomplished that I finished this chapter.
Big time.
It was a 4-page chapter. Yeah, no. It was a chapter.
Alpha, locked in.
Anyway, I'm reading it. And, it's fine.
Isn't that the problem with books, is some of them are just fine?
Well, no. The content is really, really good. But then I got to thinking, and then I was watching TV, and I realized what it was, because I was watching a Febreze commercial. And they have this thing in there where you'll see the Febreze logo and some words or whatever, but it's inside this raindrop, which is shimmering. And then I realized why I can't focus here. It's that I'm not reading through so then I held the book up on the outside of my window, and we poured water on the window like it was raining. And then I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Now I can read the book. Now it looks just like my phone. with the new iPhone update with the shimmery numbers
It's
and the
liquid
things
glass,
I can't.
bro.
Like I'm like, why did they do this to me? I could read everything fine on the phone before, and now I have to look through everything, and I have to see a picture of my kids way behind the numbers. Like, okay, I don't care about that.
Yeah, I can't stand it. No,
Did I
you're
go
right.
on an iPhone talk?
So Dan has always
That's
tried
a
to be
big go.
current. He's really good at keeping up with the times. He's very
No, yeah.
phone sound, computer sound. I've always been impressed by that, and this is where we lost him.
Yeah.
This is the line in the sand.
Well,
You've
and-
become old.
I'm just no.
Today.
They're just doing too much. When they do an update of the past, it was like, oh, this is better than it was before. Now it's like, well, we don't have any more ideas on how to improve things,
What if
so
we
let's
move a
make it
bunch of shit around?
aesthetically different.
I
Yeah.
think it's the same cycle. They update it, you hate it for 2 weeks, and then it becomes the normal.
All right,
and then
we'll
you get
see.
used to it.
I think you're probably right, but there has to be the case that some of them are worse than others. And we've known that this seed existed and could turn into a problem before. Like, when he has to get a new phone, it's bad.
Look, he gets the little phone.
So, like, this is... We just get to buy a few years, but when they don't do anything, it's like he hibernates from tech anger.
Talk to my buddy Sven. It's a good guy to talk to when it's cold. Right?
Why?
His name is Sven. Makes you feel like you're talking to...
Call your black friend when George Floyd gets killed, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it's cold. I'll call my friend in the Nordic.
So he's like, what are you guys talking about on Monday's show? And I'm like, I don't know, dude. You know, football stuff, Super Bowl's coming up. And he's like, what about the, don't you know what starts a week from Saturday? I'm like, what? The Winter Olympics. Like, Sven is really into the Winter Olympics.
Then that's perfect.
He's like, I don't care much about the Summer Olympics, but you give me some Winter Olympics. Then he starts listing off the things he's fired up about, and he's like, how about Lindsey Vonn, huh? I go,
She's
what?
still in the game?
He goes,
No way.
He gave me a detailed thing about how she's 41. She's got like a fake knee. She had a horrific crash last week. But her quest on getting to the Olympics again is still very real, and he's very excited about it. And I kind of said, you guys can overrule me, and we could just do this off the air. But I said, maybe we'll pop you on after the Olympics starts, and you can give us a little Olympic update, because you seem to be really juiced about it.
Yeah, I mean, our general thing is if you're juiced about anything, even if it is real estate and storming the Capitol, we'll have you on.
Twice.
But so Sven's, and you don't have to get specific. You might not even know. He's an American by birth, but his family is from somewhere over there, or was he born in like Northern Europe?
No, he's born here, but yes, his dad had a thick accent from something.
You talk like the chef,
Not. I don't know what. I
From-
can't do it.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, it didn't sound like the Swedish Chef, but certainly they've been
Okay.
over there. And
Okay,
yes.
well, see that this just goes to my point though, because you've always mentioned you had a friend who lived in like Portland or Seattle or something, and all the kids threw like me,
That's Sven's buddy.
but they
Yeah.
but they could like jam and play scales
Right, they
on
couldn't
their
just go
guitar.
out and have a catch of a football.
yeah.
They would not be able to do that.
So that's what I'm saying is that you just grow up not thinking that a little bobsled is super girly, and it's not. Then.
right. Well, no, he has his opinion on the bobsleds, like
Oh,
pure, but he doesn't
sorry.
like the like speed skating. He can't believe that it exists, but he loves the whatever. Like so, okay.
Yeah, book him.
And then I voted. I didn't even know there was. I knew I'd been getting some texts, but I disregard those. I disregard texts usually from people I know, let alone if it's
That's
going to be
true.
from Taylor Remmett or somebody I've never heard of. I'm also on like the Ted Cruz list for some reason. I don't know how I get on the list.
Yeah, a lot of lists, folks.
So I went to vote on Saturday, forgot my license at home, went back home, went back and voted.
Damn, dude, that's serious commitment. I mean, even if
And
it's
one of the
close.
reasons I did it, because I saw my buddy Jake Kemp on Twitter
No,
reminded people in that area to
Yeah.
vote, and I thought, you know what, let's go vote. And I told my wife, we got to go vote. And the lady that we voted against lives in my neighborhood,
like super close.
like lives between me and
Yeah.
Sin Chu Chu.
The den is ground zero for a lot of your right wing politics in DFW.
She had like 5 of the signs for her.
It's tough to miss.
in her yard and very, very quickly cleaned out. We're not.
Well, and that's the
That's
tough
all
thing.
she lost.
I've never put out a yard sign, but it's like with I don't want to be too condescending here, but I would never put out a yard sign. But my wife got really fired up about Beto. And I'm like, I've seen this play before, babe. It ain't gonna. I know how this goes, but that's condescending.
Right. What if she got
But
fired up about this guy?
I
and then-
remember being like, I'm not taking that sign down. You are.
Oh,
You're gonna have to walk out there.
slowly.
Just the walk of shame of like pick up one side, pick
The
up the
Beto
other.
sign.
You want to take it straight to the trash, a keepsake, but it's an embarrassing. It's like we used to joke on the ticket about a UT fan getting back in the car with his big fake Longhorns on his head.
How
It's
did they never just put an A or a line across that O and make him call him Beta? Trump
Oh,
might have
wow.
done that.
We did.
Did you?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
We
because
had
they were
shirts.
a lot of what they were focused on was you're a fake Mexican, but Beta O'Rourke does hit.
But
Yeah, it's a tough thing. When do you take the sign down?
I don't care about the politics of
Yeah.
who we voted for and all that kind of stuff. But I do want to say, so I'm in the voting thing. Or first you go to a desk. There's always an extremely old person there.
They front loaded.
You have to give them your license. They scan that. They print a piece of paper, and it's on like a receipt type machine. It'll spit that out, and it'll say your voting number is whatever 1, 2, 3, 4. Then they hand you this big piece of paper, and then you take it to the voting thing, and you have to type in your number, and you put. Anyway, so I'm standing there. This 98-year-old dude is printing out or is scanning my license. And then there's a 104-year-old woman. She's got a birthday cake in front of her. Someone else is blowing out the candle, but she's the one that's in charge of printing out the number now, the little slip. It's on this receipt machine. And so as this is going on, and he's handing off my information to her, and now she'll print off the thing. And there's a line. There's an exceptional amount of people there. I really was holding in I don't like to do fart humor, but this is just I'm just saying I was holding it in.
Yeah.
But this was my opportunity because I'm about to leave there and go over to the voting booths. So I let it roll. I not audibly, but I knew this could. But obviously, if it's not audible, sometimes the
fragrance can be
the
worse.
olfactory nerves or whatever can even be worse. So, and there's an important part here. Was a white guy with his nice-looking Indian wife right behind me. So I'm noting this. Oh, it's not two Indians. It's a guy.
Makes you think you have a chance.
Right. So, but I let that out thinking, well, I'll be gone in a second. Well, then all of a sudden, the 104-year-old lady with the birthday cake and somebody to blow out the candle for her is having some trouble with the machine. And it turns out that this receipt thing ran out of paper. And now, how fast do you think she can fix that?
Not faster than your fart can travel to everyone.
So now
around
I'm
you.
standing within I didn't just drop it and leave. Now I'm in the middle of it, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows it was me.
Yeah, they did. They did. I think you can read someone's face. And every woman
Well, I
gets
stopped looking at
excluded
everybody.
immediately.
I just looked down.
I wonder if women take advantage of that. I would if I were a lady, because everybody immediately is like, you're the last suspect. I
Right.
would just walk into groups of dudes and just fart. Like, which one of you pigs is...
God, salmon and broccoli fart too.
Oh, yeah, healthy farts.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had. Yeah. So,
That's so bad. That's so bad. I have...
so that's my voting experience, and I got a sticker. I thought that was kind of gay, like when they give you, like, what is this?
Well, it's not.
First
But
grade?
what is if you take a picture of it and post it.
Oh, okay.
That's why people do it.
And then they
got-
put the ash on your forehead. It's
I
weird.
know, right?
I don't know why they do that.
Yeah. That's very good. Let's see here. Clayton?
Two quick things, depending on how much Dan hates wrestling.
That was a
We
big
love
weekend
your
for you.
passion for
Go
wrestling.
it.
I enjoy that it's taking place in like other parts of the world. So I'll just be, looking at my phone at noon, Dan, on a Saturday or a Sunday, and people are like, holy, dude, did you see it? I'm like, what are you guys? I thought wrestling was a night thing.
Well, over there it was. But the first thing is, I got hit with a word by my mom, my weekend mom call. She called me a smart aleck.
Yeah.
And I haven't been hit with that word in a long time. And it just brought back so many memories of me being a little shit as a kid and stuff. And
smart aleck.
yeah, it cut.
I mean, are we anchor wording Alec?
Got to, right?
What
what's
kind
he
of an
doing?
Alec?
Yeah. Just your regular dumbass Alec.
But that. And I did the call early because she knows don't call me on Saturday because wrestling's on.
I saw there was complaints about that you had to pay $30 for it.
Yeah, this whole ESPN thing they're fumbling it so hard.
Because you had to buy ESPN Plus?
You have to have the bundle with like Hulu.
Oh, you can't even just have ESPN Plus.
No,
You
because
have to have the full.
yeah.
And then you have to pay another $30.
No, you don't have to. Once you have the ESPN bundle, like full setup bundle with Hulu, it's a part of it.
Okay.
But like I have just ESPN on my own, and I couldn't do it. I had to go through back channels.
Ooh.
Of course he did.
Yeah, so the wrestling event started around 1 o'clock on Saturday. Only because it's in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, in a stadium that they built just for this event.
With highly compensated labor that was getting
That all
time
lived.
off, that all lived.
Yeah.
throughout the-
None of
So-
which came home to their families in a box.
Yeah, or have any rights in the country for which they built their stadium in. But I understand that they're getting a check, right? They're just getting a check from this. That's the only reason they're doing it there, because the crowd was just not into it as much as like France has a better wrestling crowd than Saudi Arabia.
Well, the Euros have a rowdy soccer tradition.
Yeah,
like
and
they
like-
know how to get nuts.
The thing about WWE going to these other countries is like you're supposed to only get really the hardcore fans to come to these things, because it's like we're not coming here that often.
Yeah,
But no, you just have a bunch of people who want to just be at the event.
it turns into a Cowboy Stadium.
Yeah, it's just an Instagram
That's
thing.
fascinating to me.
And there was guys walking around because they had like a whole plaza outside like the Cowboys do. And there were a couple thousand people just hanging out outside of the event.
That's who
not
you want in there.
actually in the stadium. And they put all these little LED like lights above each chair so they could do different like lighting effects when people came in, and it just ended up making the whole event look like it was empty. Because like you couldn't see the crowd or anything, but you just saw these lights that looked like they were just empty seats.
They took the passion out of wrestling.
And there wasn't like, the pops weren't there for when people like came back or came out. Like it just wasn't that big of a
Dude,
deal.
I really am very fascinated in stuff like this. Like just how much of the common reaction to things that you think is innate to you is actually just because you grew up here and that's how we do it. I've told you guys before that I noticed in various places that Chinese people don't wait in line. They just don't. They were not even trying to be rude, it didn't seem. But like, I think that the soccer, this is a little bit political, but stay with me. I think the soccer hooligan thing, people over there like fight their government a lot. Like European people are used to getting out in the streets and doing just crazy shit, breaking things. They're known as like hey, the government works for us. And in America, we have some of that, not as much as they do. I'd say it's kind of opposite, but we still will get rowdy. We had a revolution and all that. But if you go to a place where like they've pretty much been browbeaten into having a pretty chill, why don't you just get along to go along type vibe, or could go very poorly for you, are you going to be able to get as insane over something that's not real? And I don't mean wrestling not real, I mean like soccer, basketball. Like, are you going to be able to cut loose in a way that a 19-year-old at the SEC can, because he's not going to get his ass beat for not going to jail. So I don't know. I wonder about stuff like that when you see, and I'm sure that there's examples of this because I know people in Japan get pretty into baseball, and that's a fairly docile society. But even I was showing my kids clips of
into it and cheering and stuff is different than what you're talking about. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, they're not like fighting each other in the stands.
Yeah, and in the baseball in Japan, that's my dream show trip one day.
Japan
for baseball.
That would be sick.
And it's all coordinated. It's awesome and it's passionate, but you're right. It's more of like a collective, happy. It's really the sight. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it was very weird how they played it up like this huge deal and like made this hoopla about, oh yeah, they're building this just for us, but then it didn't pay off. Like there wasn't. And they're doing it as like a tester to take WrestleMania there in a few years. And if they do that, it's just like...
I mean, come on, dude. They can't do... WrestleMania?
It's WrestleMania, brother.
That's a bridge too far for me. That's interesting. I will run through a few things here for you.
Let's...
I was going to say, there's probably something else we should run through first.
Well, it's probably just to remind people about Ownwell.
Yes. I've been corresponding with Ownwell. Property taxes were due last week, Dan.
Yeah.
Ownwell.com/thedumbzone is your landing page for all things saving money with Ownwell. It starts with your property taxes. You did this first, I think, and found out this is just 2, 3, 4 minutes, and you're signed up, ready to go.
Yeah. Very, very easy. You're always like taken aback by the property taxes. And then we got tons of emails from different people confirming. Because I saved, what was my thing? It was only about $500 or so. But that's a $500 that I would have paid. And I say only because I'm looking at a guy here from Carter, an email from Carter, $39.46 he saved. David saved $1,500. And then the biggest one here is, Ownwell reduced, this is let's see, he saved, he just said they reduced his 2025 home value by $32,000. He didn't give me the exact savings, yeah.
You only get you only pay Ownwell if they're saving you money. They can also help you save money on your utilities, other commercial subscriptions. They're here to help you save money, here to help you own well at ownwell.com/thedumbzone. Took me 1 year of working with Ownwell, both personally and professionally, to have it click to me that it was like, oh, it's for like a home ownership. They're going to help you with that. Really tough look for me.
In a good way. Well.
Yeah, that's right.
Very well.
I'm going to run through some quick hits. I think I pointed this out to you guys during the football season and some of the vernacular that our sweet prince Shoddy uses. Intentionality, which was a term that Jeffrey Epstein used a lot. I found out this weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the Epstein thing? What's going on right now?
Oh man, just
like I just keep seeing tweets about like they dumped 3 million pages of documents.
Yeah.
Seems a lot.
It is a lot. And my situation here is I got very interested in this very early on relative to, I think most people. There's a topic on IJB a lot. And then it just got all the way to, look, the president clearly is somebody who is involved here. So were you into this
back when he was like they always say he got this sweetheart deal in Florida or something.
It was around that time. My
so
wife
you knew
read
about it then?
After that.
Okay.
My wife read a book that the lady from the Miami Herald wrote in like 2012. And so once it got to the point where it's like it becomes mainstream, it's like we all do this, sports hipster, regular hipster. Everybody else was into it, so now I was like, ugh. That's fucking pop culture now. And also, like, it reached the end. That the president is somehow involved. And at that point, I don't want to talk about it anymore because it just pisses people off. We can't talk about how funny some of this stuff is because it's like, and by all means, listen, if I had been a voting age in the 90s, I probably would have been voting for a pedophile. I would have been voting for Bill Clinton, who is a pedophile. So it's not.
Well,
It just
I read.
gets tricky.
Is it Julie Brown?
Yeah,
Okay, because I read her most recent book on it.
she doesn't mention a lot of Clinton, I don't think, but
Well, no,
or she says he wasn't like with.
but when laying out the Epstein, like it is true. It's kind of like let me relate this to Brunig in a weird way.
Your
He
boyfriend?
sets him else. No, Brunig's my boyfriend. He sets himself up. The reason he's so good at trolling, like he explained to us, is he's very serious about all these other topics. But then he just for sports he'll troll. And people think, oh, this is who he is across the board. They never see a hint of that. So it feels like Epstein was maybe, I feel like I remember this from the book, that he was actually a guy who would have like, let's have a scientific summit.
Oh yeah,
And let's do that. But so he was respected in certain areas because he had lots of money, and that he would just host these get-togethers that weren't actually about tagging ladies or kids.
it was in the
but
background though, but it was separate.
just
yeah,
to-
not separate, but yeah.
Just to kind of, it's a front, right? It's you're legitimate. Look, he's a legitimate guy. So there is some, is it ambiguity or just some, if your name is associated with Epstein, it doesn't
Yeah,
always
I mean,
mean.
and that's what people used to say about Bill Gates.
But it
Here's
could
a good
be with
example.
Trump.
Russell Wilson
or Clinton or whatever. I don't know.
But
But I mean, Trump probably has pictures with
And the whole
girls
thing is built out of witness testimony. And
Yeah. Okay.
They're
But there are
naming
some
people.
people. So Bill Gates.
Well,
what
I
would
saw
you say
a funny
about him?
one. This that
He definitely was into the ladies.
yeah,
Okay.
very, and to the point where one of them gave him an S. For some reason, we woke up STD into STI, like the inactive list instead of the disabled
It's not a
list.
disease, Jake.
So
It's now called STI.
yeah.
I missed this.
So
What's I?
infection? I'm trying to think of what else it could be. It'd be funny, but it's just infection. There's an email exchange where and I think he might have actually drunkenly, they say Epstein sent this to himself, but it was supposed to go to Bill. But he's emailing him about like, I kept it quiet when you needed medication for the STI that you gave to Melinda and you didn't want her to know where it came from. And now you're kicking me off Xbox Live because he got banned from Xbox Live.
That was my algorithm brought me that.
I'm sure it
Not
did.
all the rest of the stuff.
I'm sure it did.
I don't
sure
care
it
about
did.
that. I wanted to know his screen name.
Yeah, and if you go back and look, somebody knew it at the time. Like somebody screen captured it in 2013 or something and was like, this is definitely Jeffrey Epstein.
So he got an STD from like one of the girls. So
Yeah.
he emails the guy that hooked
He's
him
like,
up
"I
with the
need-
girl.
What do I do for this? He's like, I got you. And then he kept. So my
That's
point
very
is
helpful.
that even some of the guys like Noam Chomsky, wrote this book right back here. One of my favorite books, one of my favorite thinkers.
Was he tagging?
I don't know if he was tagging, but he definitely knew what was going on and was like supporting it and defending Epstein even after that's a thing. It's all after Florida. It's all after he had already been arrested and taken a plea deal. And that's the what happened back in 2022, whenever it was that he got caught and then quote unquote killed himself. Because now we have emails questioning that, very literally saying like he's still alive. He did not die in that jail. Those are a little fuzzy, but when he got like brought back to trial and arrested again, his lawyers were saying like, we already did all this. Like the fact that you're finding that he has all this, you already knew all this. And I think the government at that time was like, this is underage. You got hit with prostitution. They can't just say prostitute. You're federally running underage girls. This is a different level. We're going to come in and take you down for that. But it just becomes a political story. And I don't like making people feel weird because like you might, listen, if you want this for your taxes and you want this regarding immigration and this regarding abortion, you might have to vote for a pedophile. In the 90s, if you had told me like, hey, you're going to get free healthcare if you vote for a pedophile, I probably would have done it. So I'm not faulting anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, it's just like, to me, like, it's like anything else, you know? Like, I used to be way more into pedophilia before they made it all political. Like, I was into it when it was just kind of the love of the game. What are these boys up to? And now, like everything else, I can't keep up with pedophilia without just politics being thrown in my face. time and time again, which is kind of where
It's sad.
go woke, go broke. You know?
It's sad, really, that you can't.
But it was a big weekend for that, just consuming information. But back to Shoddy. One of the things I told you he says the fill in the blank piece. He doesn't mean a piece of pie. He means like,
Connection piece.
that's one of the things we went through whenever we were trying to get into the connection piece is a big one, but the execution piece. And that's where the unity piece really comes in. That's where the bonding piece comes in. And that's where the communication piece is most important. And I'm telling you, I think I have a LinkedIn through the company now, so I get their emails. And I also follow, I don't know, I guess enough like self-helpy business guru type
Whose emails?
LinkedIn emails of just like, here's a top post from people you might like.
Okay.
And it's just a lot of guys writing, today we're going to write about the planning piece. And I'm like, you guys snuck this in like bomb cyclone. We had another word for that before. You just didn't say it. We're going to talk about planning. You replace not needing a word with a word.
Speaking of Shoddy, I've determined this is his favorite time of the year.
Phone calls.
Well, phone calls. He loves dinner too, and I've been reading that this guy was in like he's doing all these assistant coach interviews. Like Jerry ain't handling. He don't care.
Yeah.
He handles the big ones.
Shoddy in his bag.
But your
right
tight
now.
end coach, yes. What if I can have 5 different dinners to determine who's our next tight end coach going to be? He loves it.
I got a scam DM, which sucks because
You fell victim to the scam DM?
not yet.
Oh.
But when you first just see the little 1 pop up there, that's a little dopamine hit. Like, ooh, who wants to talk?
Yeah.
And then you see it's Dana Larson, and you're like, oh, well now. And you click it, and it's like, vote for my podcast for.
Ooh, I had one of
such
those
and such
last
and such
week,
and such.
yeah.
I'm like, God damn.
Who was that?
Why couldn't this have been from Carrie Mounts or something else that didn't get me so excited? It's Dana. So, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to book Dana Larson
'cause
for like the game stream or something.
Dude, she's awesome. I did a Jamie Newberg class with her a couple years ago. It was the first time I'd ever like actually talked to her at length, and it was after we had gone through all the court stuff, and she's down. She's on the team. The F the man team. But her Twitter account is fucked right now. Like it's been posting win a PlayStation stuff for like 2 weeks. So as soon as she DM'd me, I knew.
Is talk too, right?
Yeah, but I think he got his back.
Oh yeah, that's who I got it from.
Yeah.
Was Istok. But I'm waiting. Like Tim McMahon, I bought a MacBook Pro from him.
Dude, it's got to be due in any day.
A while ago.
Any day now, man.
I keep calling FedEx.
A guy emailed.
It'll have the OS you like on it, though.
That's right.
Good point.
The old one.
Yeah, it's the only way Dan can get what he actually needs is to get scammed. Big email on the weekend, guy. I replied to a lot of emails, and a guy sent me an email. I replied, and then he replied, and I felt like I needed to acknowledge it. In a text, what would you do?
Wait.
Well, I have read receipts on, so you know I read it.
God,
That's the acknowledgement that I saw it. That's why it's there.
Boy, I wonder if I should put that on. Because I'll drop a heart.
Don't.
I like
It's
a heart.
poison. You
What?
don't want to be thinking about, did someone see when I read this? Blake keeps it on to play mind games.
No,
Because
I don't.
yes, he does. He likes you to know, yeah, I saw it.
It's very
But I'm not
helpful for
responding.
me.
I saw it. I don't need to say, got it, okay,
You don't need
thumb
to do it.
up.
Thumb up.
I read it.
You need to thumb up.
You can see I read the text.
Yeah, Blake, I do that with Blake because I'll text him like, hey, I got this up, and I see that he read it, and I'm like, cool. He
And
knows.
we need no further communication.
Thumb up.
We got
I like
it.
a heart. A heart is a funny thumb up.
Okay.
I like Dan's.
Black fist.
Yeah,
The black fist, very few people
It's 'cause he
can get
cares.
that.
Yeah, that when he sends me that, dopamine.
Yeah.
Because you know you're in the club. I've trusted you not to cancel me.
That's when they rejected his Trayvon Martin emoji that he kept trying to get made to reply to people. You doing the Trayvon Martin hoodie in hindsight, just really a banner moment.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I was showing support.
At the time,
LeBron.
But it's a guy, we go, he sends, I send, he sends. And I'm like, this needs an acknowledgement. But instead of hitting reply and then hitting an emoji, which also felt really weird because it's an email.
That's extra. Yeah.
You can just hit an emoji.
On the email now?
Yeah. And I think it sends him a thumbs up or a heart. So I just didn't know if you guys thought that was like, is that gay? It's like, hey, here's a thumb up to an email. Why is it okay to do to a
You're right though.
text
email?
message?
Trying to be nice.
I have a new top ranked most annoying cheese. It was previously fondue. I don't know if you have thoughts on fondue, but it's like,
you got to heat it up?
Where's the meat? It's not coming. It's just
You just put stuff in it.
we just have cheese.
Fondant.
No, I make a lot of frozen pizzas at home. Like a lot. It's pretty much all my kids eat. My new lowest ranked most annoying cheese is everything that falls off of the cheese pizza, those little mozzarella, and then gets everywhere. There's got to be a better way to. Do you know what I'm talking
That's
about?
not the
Absolutely.
like the cheese's fault.
But like the way they package it, like a third of the cheese just falls off.
Don't get mad at cheese.
And it's all now. I've
but I also wonder. I've seen you open things.
That may be it.
And you're ripping it off, and like you're not carefully cutting it so that you can pull it off. Like
Dan does this with a blowtorch, like it's perfect. I do. It is aggressive, so I have to do it over the sink. And now, because I found myself like kind of sweeping the cheese back onto the pizza. So now I do it over in the sink, like to where it's in a bowl or a little like a paper plate, something to get.
What
it
if you
back
get
on there.
yourself
I
an
hate
extra pack of cheese, a little Kraft,
ooh,
little something from Kroger or whatever, and you sprinkle your own on.
You add to it, right?
I don't,
dude.
No, I mean I don't really eat frozen.
I've never done that, but I'm suggesting it for you.
Throw some deli ham on there or something. Definitely extra cheese. Yeah.
Okay.
Deli ham.
Whatever.
I like that.
Whatever you want. Whatever you're in the mood for. Don't just throw what they give you in there. Add to it.
They never put enough pepperoni.
You know what I hated was the little square cube pepperoni. What are we?
Dude.
I don't like that. French bread. They put that on the French bread.
I made adult bagel bites.
What's wrong with that?
I don't like those little pepperonis. You use pepperoni bits?
I got a log of pepperoni and I cubed it up and put it on there. And
like that sounds adult bagel
it got
bites.
so crispy, so good.
Getting the ability to buy things as adult is just doing the exact same stuff you did as a kid, but better. Like a little bit better version of it.
Get more
take
freedom.
A full-size bagel and make a bagel bite out of it?
And speaking of, I'll tell you about this more in depth later this week, but it was the annual stock show trip yesterday. That was a great time. It's just we get to do it better than whenever I was a kid because my kids don't know what a budget is. So is
it just you and the main family?
Yeah, my mother-in-law met us out there later in the trip, and then as I've told you, I don't think this is like me. Like my wife's grandfather was a carny. Like he was in Vietnam, and after that, he was a big one. Like. He would go all over with carnivals, and he had horses, miniature horses, effed up looking animals, I think. And they've had a booth out at the stock show. This is the only thing they do now. They don't travel. They don't go to fairs everywhere like they used to. But they have a booth where you can get your picture taken on a pony, a little miniature pony, and you can hold little baby goats. And they've had that booth for like 60 years now. So it is the one thing that we get to just kind of walk up. There's always a line. We don't wait. It sucks. I would wait, but my wife is a type. If someone offers something for free, she's doing it. No matter what. No concern if it looks like it. She's like, fuck, I don't care. I do. And that's why when there was a group of listeners in line, when we walked up and cut the line yesterday, and they're like, oh, radio star coming through.
Good bit.
Guess the dumb zone's going well. One of them actually said that.
Awesome.
I was like, bro, this is my. Never mind.
We know him.
Yeah. Yeah. Kim Span. Gay. Super gay.
That's a sad pony.
It's funny.
Dude, that pony is not sad. It is on every type of.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
zooted out of it. It's Terry Schiavo, bro. Just along for the ride.
I think we're on to the portion where Blake gives us his weekend check.
And that reminds you.
Well, it reminds me that you were probably really toasty warm inside your home this weekend, thanks to Community Mechanical.
Yep.
And if you had any things that need to be put on tall shelves.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a kind of a bonus. Have the
Yeah.
community guys come out, and you'll be like, holy crap, this sales guy is really, really tall.
Yeah. Travis and
I
Chris put
can't-
my Christmas stuff back up in the attic.
I can't wait to meet the technician. He'll be a normal. No. He's like 2 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
They're giant people.
With giant hearts. And they care for you.
Yeah, but they do care for you, man. Really, during the freeze, they were offering to anybody that signed up for the preventative maintenance, they kind of send a pre-email out saying they were working all through that. If you had any problems, they will. That's one of the benefits. I've talked before about like my old HVAC company that an old man owned. He was like a listener of the ticket many years ago. I was hooked up with him. And then it passed down to his children after he got out of the game. And they would call me or they would say, "Yeah, we got an appointment set up for you. They'll be there between 9 and 4." And I'm like,
good.
Actually, I really can't do that. Can you at least give me a window of 3 hours? Can we do like a morning window? And they're like, I go, your dad used to always do that. And she's like, yeah, Dad used to do a lot of stuff that we're not doing anymore. So she was upset. The bottom line wasn't like,
Yeah.
but I think Travis at Community Mechanical realizes, look, we're trying to treat you like you would want to be treated, and we might even get you to be a customer for life by doing that. So yeah, they kind of go above and beyond. You could actually text him what you need. They're wonderful. Give out that number and all that kind of stuff.
CommunityDFW.com.
I've glazed him enough.
You can call or text Travis anytime.
Did I glaze him?
Oh, yeah. 469-667-7290. 469-667-7290. Hit him up. CommunityDFW.com.
Had another listener birthday party over the weekend. Chuck E. Cheese again. It's the happening spot. It's a home game for Brooks.
Was this the Fort Worth one?
No, that's next weekend.
Okay, because I was fielding emails for Blake and sending them to him.
Yeah. I saw one of them.
Yeah.
That one's tough because do I want to drive over an hour to go to a birthday party?
That Allen?
No, the Fort Worth one.
Oh, that's an hour?
For me.
Wow.
Anyway, no, this one was closer to me, and kind of hope the guy's not listening because...
About to get ripped.
No. I'm just about to...
I nailed his wife.
I'm about to expose myself for how dumb I am. His wife was not American, and her mom, obviously, not American either. And they were very impressed that I had 2 boys on my own. Oh, where's Mom? She's working. Oh,
Yeah.
you brought both boys here by yourself. Yeah. And so they were very eager to help. American women are like, what are you doing here? Who are you? Do you know my son? What's your bit?
Yeah.
So these ladies just impressed at the...
Impressed that a...
Look at this guy.
Look at this single
Does he
dad.
wash the dishes too?
Let me tell you what else I do.
Yeah, I don't... That's also very interesting. I don't know this for sure, but I would bet that the American man... And it's just because they browbeat us into it. To good results, I guess. But I think we're way more involved than, like, culturally most other...
Yeah.
You know, it's the way it seems.
I always thought it... Well, when I lived in Mexico just for
Very masculine.
exchange student, I thought they were 20 years behind just on everything. Movies, pop culture, just the way things were. My papa had a mistress that everybody kind of knew about.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, I don't know that would fly today. Maybe it would 20 years ago. Maybe it's even more behind. But they are behind in certain areas.
I just like that they were impressed.
It's appreciation. Who
Yeah.
knew?
It's one of the reasons to have a kid.
To impress women?
Yeah, to impress other women. You
Yeah.
you go out to the park or something. Oh, look at just the dad with the kid.
Although,
Yeah.
in my
We're trying to get over the... I don't like to talk about it.
No, that's
Just
exactly...
do that, and then all of a sudden she thinks your wife died. Next thing you know, you're up on that slide. Up in the top part.
But in my small dalliance with the French au pair that I've told you about,
Hey, now.
they like to fight, and I was really not about it.
Wait, what do you mean?
I dated a French girl for a little bit, and everything turned into a fight.
Yep.
And I was just so beaten by that.
The French.
Yeah.
Are these people that you met this weekend French?
No, I don't think so.
What's
Just
the tie-in?
foreign women.
Just, non-American women.
Oh, you
okay,
think
we're doing the whole
non-American
thing.
women like to fight?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I think they're very,
I think-
like I said, welcoming and appreciative, but I do think
I
that
think
they'll
that in
give you some
general,
lip.
if you compared, and it's weird because it's American and like we're all from over there, but in general, I think you're like you thinking, oh, I need a Brazilian woman, and me telling you,
You can't
no
handle
chance.
Yeah,
No
don't we have a
chance.
listener with
Yes,
a hot
we do.
Guatemalan?
that. Andy.
So I think
Feisty wife?
if you were to just in general say like, and maybe this is where Irvin comes in, Italian or, but like a French woman,
I
a
thought
Spanish
some
woman. I think
cultures
you're
are
going to
subservient, though.
see. This is the
They still wanna
duality of
fight?
woman, right? I feel like they're more high, more low,
Mm.
and you might get a more of an even keel from the American woman. As crazy as that sounds.
But yeah, this truly felt like my first divorce dad weekend because it was the first time, because Chuck E. Cheese wants you to pay for the socks to get into the trampoline area and the
Really?
jungle gym area.
You get to keep them, but it's like, can't I just bring
I
the
don't
ones
give a-
back from last time?
I don't care about the socks. But yeah, I think they want $13 for your kid to jump on the trampolines. And it's a no thank you from me. But this was the first weekend where I looked around, saw no attendant, and said, all right, go ahead.
Wait
He-
a second.
He wasn't the only
Why do
one.
You
have to have
can't just
special-
wear your own socks?
No,
The socks are a tell for who paid
It's like
for
a
access to the
wristband.
trampoline thing. Yeah. They can tell if the kid doesn't
So you're
have...
already in Chuck E. Cheese, but they're like, don't go in the ball pit unless you pay more.
Yes.
They're doing add-ons now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the add-ons are just stuff that they should just have.
Yeah.
And so before I would try to be a responsible role model, hey, we didn't pay for this, it's not right. I've now where I got 2 kids on my own.
Chappy-fied.
This is a divorce. I feel like a divorced dad. Have at it.
Yep.
So he had a good time, and then the attendant comes up and starts checking socks, and he's in there without the Chuck E. Cheese socks. So I feel like in a very chappy way, I walk to the other side of the Chuck E. Cheese.
Just let him handle this.
You're on your own, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, it's way more likely if he's there by himself that they let him keep going than if you come over and now they can assign blame to an adult.
Because the first thing he's going to do when the attendant looks at him, he's going to look at me. He's going to out me.
Right.
And so I just feel like if he maybe just went in there on his own.
Now you need to go hide in the
Yeah,
ball
you didn't
in the
know.
ball pit.
You didn't even know.
Yeah.
Duck behind
Oh,
the
see.
salad bar.
You're appalled.
Yeah, so I hid behind the Paw Patrol game while my kid got in trouble.
He's learning.
Yeah,
He's learning a lot.
he's learning. Hit the cages yesterday because it's softball season.
That's right. And you were not
I know.
a first-round draft pick.
I fell in the draft, and I'm still kind of in limbo whether that makes me mad or not.
It makes you mad.
I kind of don't. I don't need that.
I know you need
I don't.
it.
I don't need to be angry and stuff, but it felt good to be back, and maybe I will try to up my game this season and get back in the first round.
I'm at the point where I still get pissed off playing sports, even rec sports, and then by like last night, I was in bed and I'm like still kind of ruminating, as they say, on a couple things people said to me, and then I was like, this is beyond ridiculous.
That and
I'm going to sleep, and
Yeah.
now I can actually do that. And I woke up, and I was like, but I was pissed thinking about it. Like, dude, what do you mean by that?
no, and you've unfortunately seen this side of me where I was acting like a fool at pickup basketball a couple weeks ago, and then when I got home, just what am I doing? I'm 34.
And it's okay to do it. You just have to be able to recognize it afterward, rather than doubling down and being like, you know what? Yeah,
That guy was a bitch.
so true.
Did you guys see that the AI bots made their own fill in the blank?
I hate to be bubble
Their
burst
own-
buster.
not
Social
real?
network.
I don't think it's really. I don't think it's as real as you think. Because I've heard of that. Like, how do you even say it? It starts with an M, right?
Oh.
Bolt something.
Sure.
That it's a lot of. It's almost like you remember Boston Dynamics? They would do the robots.
Mm-hmm.
And the robots would be badass, but then they would kind of also fake the video to another degree where you're like, what did we... I think that's kind of what this place is known for, is a little bit of like gimmicky, but it allowed us to think about it.
Well, here's my takeaway, because I did just see what it looked like, and it looked like every Reddit post I read where it talks in paragraphs, and it makes you, it has these hooks where it's not this, but it's this. You know, they kind of talk in the same way. And that's most of the internet to me. So I'm now going to approach the internet like it's not real. And I think I'm going to be better for it.
Yes, that's if you can shift your frame. But the problem is like all the Epstein stuff that came out this weekend, like at the same time. And there are some fake ones out there. People being funny. Like, can you believe that he wanted the Chuck E. Cheese band replaced? And there's just like text, copied in there. But almost all of it is real. And I did not mean to say that like that, but there's a lot of international politics happening. As David Ruff put it to me in TC this morning, it's very weird to have your entire worldview validated. So for like the last 15 years, if you had asked me anything about this, like, is it real? Global pedophiles who control the financial and...
so is this kind of
it's like, holy shit, it is. All of it's real.
Is it kind of what they were saying, like Pizzagate was?
Yeah.
But this is actually the real thing?
There's a quote from a dude on Chapo, another podcast, who he once said that the Pizzagate people had a square peg and they were trying to get it in a round hole. But it very much is real that whole thing exists where there's blackmail. And I remember saying on the ticket 15 years ago, maybe with you and Bob, in a weird conversation, because Cuban had gotten accused of something years past in Portland, remember? Mm-hmm. And we were just talking about Cuban, and he seems like a normal dude, but it's like, it just is the case that the overwhelming majority of people that have billions of dollars are doing super out there sex stuff. And a lot of it is out there to the point of illegality. And if they all do it, then they can all hide it. And there's a level of blackmail involved. But it's all true. Like,
I mean, it's a higher level of, cheating is exciting, so that makes it better.
No,
now if I can cheat with my buddy's wife, that's even higher stakes. Well, gosh.
What about a slave?
Well, no, that's not as exciting because it's right. It's something that shouldn't be done. You can do whatever you want with your slave.
Yeah, but you shouldn't own a slave. So the root thing is.
I mean,
nefarious
Tiger.
out of the gate.
What if it's the 16-year-old from the neighborhood, or the 18-year-old? I don't think Tiger ever went underage, but who knows?
He knew her before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all a different level of chase, but that's the thing, is that you see this AI thing happening on the weekend and you're like, well, people are saying this is fake. And it's next to the most insane emails you could ever possibly imagine. You're like,
right.
But that's real?
Yeah.
It's very hard to sort through.
It was a weird weekend on the internet. But then this morning woke up to our new UIL alignments where...
I heard a little something about this.
Yeah. The interest for me is, Argyle got their new football district, new new other sports districts for going on next year. So,
and what does this mean? Are we happy? Are we upset?
I would like a word with the UIL. It seems like they're not very good at this.
What's your beef?
It seems like you should just
Beef Monday.
It seems like you should put pins on the map and just group them by who's closest, but that's not what they do all the time.
It is bonkers the way this works.
It's not like school size?
It is based on school size, but then Argyle is somehow playing a team in Nevada, which is east of Wiley. So when they're going to play on a Friday night...
It's good for you.
It's over 2... Well, sure, but 2 hours to get to the school you're in a district with?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's not good.
Dude, I remember when I was in high school, and this is actually how you learned this is where a lot of my used to be a field came from. But like, where my high school is, right?
Uh-huh.
On the way to Fort Worth. But pretty far out, it's on the way to Fort Worth. We got districted with Irving MacArthur, Irving Nimitz, and Irving. when I was in high school. Now that I'm an adult, I realize that's only like a half-hour drive on 183, but it is not close. There's 15 high schools in between there, and I'm like, I've never been to, what is Irving Nimitz? And we'd drive into these. It was so weird, dude. Like, not even from a racial standpoint. It was just like, this place looks nothing like, it's a different city, a different world.
Easy getting to Irving School Stadium, brother.
And then, because you usually are going to get 2 groupings when you're in high school, right? Because it's every 3 years.
Every 2.
Every 2?
Yeah.
So I guess it depends. Yeah, but you're probably going to get 2. Next up, Frisco. So there's no even consistency to it. Where it was like, okay, so before, and Frisco had one high school at the time. I didn't know it existed, and it was an hour and 15 minutes on a bus.
Yeah,
I was like,
you
what are
guys,
we doing
you would
up
also play Southlake.
Eventually, but that was also, we would definitely play like Birdville, Haltom, and usually like Keller. But Southlake was also smaller. You got to remember when I went to high school. Southlake was still a 4A and then getting to 5A. When I was driving around Southlake, putting super gluing red stickers on the back of G-Wagons and Lexuses, they were barely a 5A high school. That was like 2002 when I was vandalizing over there. So we didn't always play them. But my point is just, yes, Blake's going to be driving. He's got Grapevine in the middle, Nevada on the east, and then Argyle northwest.
And Eagle Mountain. It's just like it's all spread out. And I know like you got to group the Frisco schools, the Denton. I understand that you got to keep some schools together. But for Argyle to literally drive past 15 schools on their way to get to Nevada Community High School seems weird.
It is weird. Especially for volleyball. Just think about volleyball, dude.
Right. That's my beef Monday. But thanks to Tep and Step, they were awesome this morning.
Huh.
That's where I get my high school news.
You should.
Is that your ender?
That's it.
All right, let's do a little bit of sports. Brought to us by a little bit of Fairlease. That's fairlease.org.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Why spend a whole Saturday at the dealership? You can just go to fairlease.org. Take away that dealership game. They even would deliver the vehicle to you if that's what you need in the long run. Who are the guys we just met with over there?
Connor and Nick.
Connor and Nick.
We're talking to us about the commercial program.
That's right. And a lot of this stems from because Community Mechanical, our HVAC company, wanted to upgrade their vehicles. They had a couple of vehicles that they were leasing through D&M. And the Fairlease deal was so good that they bought them out of their D&M lease. And now all of the vehicles with Community Mechanical are leased through Fairlease, fairlease.org. Big tax write-off, right? Unlimited mileage at times as well. So give them a call or go to fairlease.org, mention the Dumb Zone, and then they'll tell you all about what they can offer you.
Yeah, they're going to keep it super simple and straightforward. What you see, that's what you're going to pay. It's not going to haggle. You're not going in here to try to leg wrestle somebody to get a lower deal. It's just, it's the way it should be. Straight up, straightforward, fair at fairlease.org.
So, with no Super Bowl and without the Pro Bowl to watch on a Sunday that we used to do, there's the Browns helmet. Who is that?
Oh, dude, that's why when the news was broken to me in the middle, the Cowboys might have had 10 guys in that team in 1995.
It was basically like watching a Cowboy game.
Yeah.
The Luka trade anniversary was officially yesterday. I've always thought it was February 2nd.
Yeah, me too.
But I guess it was made the night of February 1st.
Yeah, I guess.
And officially, almost taken out with the trash. Let's just drop this at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night. And
do you think there's actually any real world impact of that? Like even doing the Epstein files on a Friday, or like what is time anymore?
Well, I don't know. News cycles do come and go so quick these days.
So by the time you get to Monday from Friday, but
back then there was not a lot of news.
I don't know that. Like I understand, but it's trading Luka. Like I don't know that we could have tucked in the bombing of Hiroshima on a Friday.
That was more of a joke.
Hopefully nobody. But seriously though, I don't. With what's the point of it? They all do it this way, and it seems to assume a media world that is gone. Like, oh yeah, maybe this will stem the tide a little. No, we're talking about it a year later.
Yeah, but it's weird. You had even texted me yesterday because we didn't really talk about it in our weekend phone call as far as a topic that's coming up on the show. And I really wasn't, I don't know. I know Brad Townsend put out a let's do an oral history, and I didn't even click on it. In the Dallas Morning News. I've been so deep in it. I don't need to go back. I am interested a little bit. I think Mark Stein talked to Cuban. I saw some quotes about that, which just pissed me off a little bit more. Did you see it?
No.
Let's try to.
I did. I saw that Stein had something, and I did not read it. I don't.
The Luka trade.
I have a hard time reading too much anything about it.
I mean, if you listen to us a lot, then you kind of know. We don't really talk NBA anymore. I used to listen to a ton of NBA podcasts to try and, as they were pontificating about what could be up at the trade deadline, because I cared about what Portland or San Antonio or the Lakers or whatever were doing because of the way that might affect the Mavs. And then what could the Mavs do? And just this quest on building around Luka and into a title team, which they did. They were right there. And now to have it be where it is today, I'm very upset that they got Cooper Flagg. I'm upset because I feel like they got rewarded. And if you're still telling me there's no conspiracy there, then I'm even more upset. I
searched the emails. Nothing.
What do you mean? Oh, the Epstein emails? You're just hoping Dumont would be in it?
Oh yeah, no, and listen, the Adelson.
What's that going to do for the Giants? One of the Giants co-owners is
dude, and that's what I was kind of starting to get to in the weekend check. Is just I gave up on this story and was like, what is it? This sucks now. It's a political thing.
Epstein.
Yeah, but with this most recent thing over the weekend, I'll admit I had kind of checked out to a point where. Yeah, dude, of course. There's going to be a lot of famous dudes in here that just random ass dudes catching strays. It's like, okay, you know about the president, Bill Clinton, and whatever. But also here's and then the Sixers owner has been known, Josh Harris.
So will this be like a Billy Bush thing where these people will lose their jobs, but not the
Yeah, no, it might be.
The big politicians?
Yes, in short. But it's also tricky because it's like, what if it's Hollywood and you get named in here? It's like they're not going to hire me anymore. Wait a minute, but
so is this why both
doing
sides?
It with them?
Because I thought didn't Trump run while running saying this is a huge deal. We're going to make all the Epstein stuff public. And then after he's in office, he's like, "Oh, that's fake. That why are you even bringing up Epstein?" And that but then people would say, "Well, why didn't Biden release it all? Why didn't they?" I asked that. So is that because there's both sides and Biden had to protect his buddies?
Yeah, that's probably, and now I'm straight pontificating. That's probably part of it, but I think in general, the Biden thing is we're going to protect we want to protect the powerful, whether it's their friends or not. They just want to keep the status quo.
Yeah.
I don't think Biden, so strangely, was boning, but he's definitely making a fortune off of everything working the way it works and keeping all the behind closed doors. Anyways, there's just a lot of sports figures in here, and there's going to be more. So, yes, I immediately searched Jerry Jones, Mark Cuban, Adelson, and Adelson's in there. He definitely knew him, but nothing that I think is going to force their hand to sell the team.
Yeah. Well, the Luka trade, though, in short, it's numb me to all that is NBA. It's totally turned me off on the Mavs. I'm still at arm's length, somewhat interested. But, I mean, Paul George got busted this week. Okay. Although he's Eastern Conference anyway, so I don't care as much. But any NBA news, I
I mean, the Giannis trade is
It's interesting.
that's about it, just because.
But it's also interesting, like he's involved in it, and I'm very interested to see the haul they get, because then you can add to that to whatever the haul of Luka could have been. If you did say we're going to trade Luka, if you made it a thing, you would have got so much. And what you did get, you have to remember that Cooper Flagg was not part of the Luka trade, despite the fact that their GM, after getting Cooper Flagg and the number 1 pick in the lottery, said, I hope the media and the fans are starting to see our vision now play out.
Sucks.
Because their vision was not making this trade. Their vision was Anthony Davis, some other guy, and 1 first-round pick when they had 2.
Yeah,
And Anthony Davis has played in 29 games since he was a Maverick. Maybe 27 of those he actually made the whole game because of no injury? Maybe 26? I can't remember.
I thought the one that was really telling was he's never played – I think he's never played 5 games in a row. It's either that or more than 5. But I don't think he's ever played 5 consecutive games. That's like a week and a half.
And this is not just, man, bad luck hit. It's not bad luck. That's who Anthony Davis is. His nickname was Street Clothes because most games he would be in his street clothes.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that's bad. Cooper Flagg luck. Yeah, the Anthony Davis thing was established fact. The Cooper Flagg thing is luck, and I hate when people get bailed out straight by luck. It happens in every sport. The ball bounces a funny way, but it's better when it works out the way it should for you, for better or worse. And the one thing I did see. And I don't know how McMahon was able to do this, but Tim McMahon was being interviewed by somebody, and he was giving Nico quotes that I guess at the time were off the record, and maybe now they're not, but he was definitely saying these were off-the-record quotes. And Tim is describing after that last calf strain, which had been his 4th or 5th one, at least in Nico's eyes, in the last 18 months, that he would just get Tim on the phone and bitch. And Tim was like, listen, you're going to have to put I'm tired of getting him pissed off and everybody pissed off at me for this, anonymous sources. Put your name on it. If you have a problem with the way your superstar is acting, you or someone else put your name on it.
Okay, so maybe it's like the Windhorse thing after the finals game.
Yeah.
That probably came from Nico.
Yeah, and from Brian, but yeah. And then it's like, okay, but yes, exactly. That was like the first one.
But it was, team officials are increasingly frustrated that he will give up and blah, blah, blah. And yeah.
And it makes Luka pissed at Tim, and Tim's like, put your name on it. Because otherwise.
Right. Luka would call out Tim McMahon in the press conference. Like, it's always you saying something negative.
And I think Tim said something to the effect of, I would say to him, well, what are you going to do about it? Like, you're just bitching to me about it. I do the story. You guys are obviously not talking to him about it. What do you want to do about it? And Nico was like, I'm going to trade his ass. That's what I'm going to do. And then he started just kind of throwing that around. Like, I'm going to show him if he thinks he can do this. So when you say his objective was not Cooper Flagg, it was Anthony Davis and a couple of other guys, I don't even think that was his objective. His objective was to show up and put up what he viewed as a petulant child. And he was in charge, so he could get away with it because there was a power vacuum. But I think he just fucking hated Luka. And here's my problem is you never know who to believe. But when time goes on, it feels like Jason Kidd was really, really involved.
Oh, yeah.
And at a minimum, he ran no interference. He saw this as a play for him because this would give him more longevity. And so now – and maybe we'll hold this for tomorrow because I want to talk about it more tomorrow. I'm actually excited to talk Luka. This feels good. Kid had this rant about Flagg playing point guard last night because people are asking him questions about it. And he's just being a dick. I know what I'm doing. You don't. I develop players. And that was almost sort of acceptable and cute when they were winning and he had not had a hand in ruining things. I'd be like, well, the guy does win. I would bring up Giannis. Like, he developed Giannis. You would correctly be like, it's Giannis. How much are we really putting on Kid? But I would let him say that stuff because he was good and they were good and it was all working. Now, when he snaps on a media member and tries to do that little I'm going to show everybody up thing, overcuss. It drives me crazy, dude. Like, I have no tolerance for it now. That asshole I know all thing, I see through it now. Because if you knew all, 77 would still be here. Knowing all means being able to shelve your ego a little bit. And I always had the suspicion with Kid of like, dude, his ego and his anger, his little finger conniving shit, it's a problem. But you look past it. Now, it just feels like he's rearranging chairs to always have power even more. And it's hard for me to watch it play out because I know that he has more power because he got Luka traded. That's what makes it tough to get in, really at all.
Yeah, and it's not just if I go back to the 29 games played as a Maverick for Anthony Davis, I really wouldn't have cared if he played 82 and he played well. It still was a bad trade long term because Luka Doncic is 24 or 25 years old. And it's a lifeline to the Lakers, who were about to enter an actual world of irrelevancy, because they're like, all we have if LeBron leaves is this guy, Anthony Davis. And we really aren't going to be able to get much for him on the open market. Like, that's the really, this is almost such a bad trade that I think back to Major League Baseball actually deny, you have to get the trade approved by the league office. But in the 70s, maybe 80s, I don't know. I read baseball history. They denied some trades because they were like salary dumps. And they
denied the Chris Paul trade to the Lakers a few years ago,
Yeah.
That one changed
like
NBA history.
I almost feel like this could have been denied in a different time if it was somebody actually looking at it going, wait, this just can't
the
be.
league's looking at it like
the league wouldn't.
The Lakers.
Yeah, this is great. It's a lifeline to the Lakers.
Yeah,
and that's why I continue to believe, even though it's vetted and there's no way they could have changed. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't believe it. They've somehow kept this Epstein stuff under wraps. If we're going to bring it back to that, all these people for all these decades. And you're telling me, no, there's no way they could have rigged the NBA lottery. Okay. I'm sure there's no way. And that's why I look at that fat F, the owner of the Mavs, and I can't support the Mavs. I can't put $1 into what he is involved in. Because I do think it was a Nico thing, first and foremost. But I also think it was an easy sell that Nico made to that guy. Like, hey, you don't want to pay. He didn't talk to you either, does he? No, he doesn't talk. Of course. Oh, you know what? You want to give him like the Supermax next year? He doesn't even talk to you? Like, this is bullshit. How about we show him who runs this team? How about we run this team? Like,
yeah.
Were we that good of a team last year? This is Nico talking to Dumont. We were kind of good. What were we, like 500? And then I made some trades at the trade deadline, didn't I? And then where were we? Where did we end up?
Oh,
the NBA Finals?
That's right.
All right. I'm going to make a trade. Let me sell it to you, Dumont. Let me just first test your basketball knowledge. Give me some of your favorite players in history. Kobe, Shaq. What do you like about them? They were hard workers. They worked hard, 12 months a year. Oh, really? You think Shaq worked hard? Well,
okay, good.
Then let me tell
that's a good answer.
So I know the baseline of your basketball knowledge. So let me then tell you that. What about a guy that plays defense and offense? Look at that, 25 points a game sometimes when he plays. He often plays.
Yeah, it's tough.
And then all the pieces they put around Luka don't fit the new team. And I see some online, like I follow the Mavs at arm's length. I'm in Dallas, so I can't miss it. But you see some online of, a lot of these guys that Nico gave these extensions to, they're just not playing as well as they used to.
So weird. Yeah, it must just be deal got paid and fat and happy.
Yeah. Or is it that, as you would point out, Luka would put his teammates in a different position, in a better position to score, and in a game that it's a game of millimeters, that really matters where you get the... Anyway, I'm numb to it.
I have to pee now.
Don't care.
That's how I'm going to pull the ripcord on this.
Jake has to pee now, and we'll keep talking sports.
The Dumb Zone.
Are you all in? We are with all-in pricing at Flooring Direct. I'm Rick Renner. Often other flooring companies quote you low to just get the job. And then when they tear up your floor, when you're most vulnerable, that's when they start asking for more money. We don't do that at Flooring Direct. No surprises. We know what it takes to have a perfect installation. That's why we're the highest rated company in your community for decades and running. Go to flooringdirect.dfw.com.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing, go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
You know, all these places want your birthday to give you free stuff on your birthday. Space them out.
That's yeah. What are you gonna do? Eat 12 meals? The free meal? Even if they give you the whole month, that's a lot of pressure.
My birthday, May 15th to this place, June 15th. That place, July 15th. That place, August 15th. Because then I get one free thing a month.
I mean, I'm just in the dojo learning, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
They were gonna throw a shot in us before we left.
Awesome, let's do it.
What do you think?
Couldn't hurt. Glutathione is great. Let's do some shots.
All right.
Shots.
Yeah.
Glutathione
shot. Take a shot.
Yeah.
So glutathione I recommend doing in the glute only because it's not as comfortable for the injection.
The glute.
Yes.
The butt.
Yes. We'll face my computer.
Is this gonna hurt?
It's not going to be as comfortable. Glutathione is kept cold in the fridge, and I think it is a little spicy, just from personal experience.
So you've had this.
I have had this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hear that bell just rang out there.
All done.
Do I have to pull it up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I believe in the future, but not today.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm so detoxed.
Do you have any questions for me?
Quick one. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
I got this email literally this morning from Anson, who wanted to shout out Travis and his team at Community Mechanical. So anyway, he had another HVAC company. And he said there was a part that needed fixed, but the labor would be $4,000. And turned off my heater and gas for safety reasons, and then said it'll be 2 weeks for them to replace it.
Sweet.
So he said he was already planning on calling CommMech. And then he says in parentheses, I've shortened community mechanical.
Yes,
anyway,
he has. We'll let him own that one.
For an alternate quote, but also to see if they might have a better response time. Now he says, everything I've heard about this company on your podcast is true. I called the office, left a voicemail, had a return call within 5 minutes. Explained the situation. The lady I spoke to gave me emails for both Drew and Travis, asked I explain it to them. I sent all the info, including photos of my equipment. I put in the subject line that I'm a Dumb Zone listener that needs help. They call me 9 minutes later. They gave a ballpark estimate over the phone. It was a quarter of the price the other company quoted me. They sent one of their technicians to the supply store a couple hours later to get the parts. They have the parts in hand. They were at my house 8:30 a.m. the next morning to complete the work. And really, he goes on, there's a lot longer thing where they also discovered like a gas leak that was in his, because his wife had smelled. Anyway, he says they're the real deal. They have a customer for life. You have my permission to use my name, all that kind of stuff. But we've gotten tons of these, though.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Just to know that people are, they're saving people from the cold, from getting ripped off. And they're our boys.
Yeah,
I'm proud of them.
CommunityDFW.com and the number that you can call or text, and they'll return your text, 469-667-7290.
Trident Access Services, I had garage door bad, but after just one email wrote, could I call you dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
Is somebody in there? Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Sir!
I don't know if I'm okay.
Can you get out for me?
I'm hurting. Let me get my phone. I gotta call somebody.
All right. Yeah, we're calling Ellie unit.
Before you call the insurance company, call Frankel first. Frankel and Frankel. Call 214 or 817 all threes.
Because I'm learning fun features about the iPhone update. And it's great how you can either swipe left to go to a new tab, or you can kind of barely touch it.
This is what we need it open for.
So in the morning, I'm trying to play all my games. I'm going from Wordle, then I'll go to Immaculate Grid, and then I'll go over to the connections. And it's cool how you can kind of barely touch something when you're switching tabs, and then it just deletes all of them.
Yeah.
And then you have to go search, months back to actually find the it's really cool. I'm having so much fun with the new iPhone update. I can't wait till I finally figure out every goddamn thing on this update, and then they can send me another one. And then it'd be like, oh, look, but a bubble. It looks like a bubble. Okay, I don't care.
It's liquid glass, dude.
I just want the time. Yeah, I don't need it to go. Oh, look, it's like a teardrop falling down, and you can kind of see the time if you squint. Like, god damn.
Yeah.
Dan would have complained about the score bug on NFL games, right? Well, I can't see the game. I can't see the game.
I got to see their feet. Footwork is very important when you're blocking.
Who cares what the time and score is?
No pumping, 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 no pumping. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. A puppet. No puppet. A puppet. You're the puppet. The puppet. The puppet. No puppet. No puppet. The puppet. You're the puppet. No puppet. No puppet.
The Dumb Zone.
Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
Not a chance.
Ned! Ryerson! Needle-nosed Ned the head? Come on, buddy. Case Western High. Ned Ryerson, I did the whistling belly button trick at the high school talent show. Bing! Ned Ryerson got the shingles real bad senior year, almost didn't graduate. Bing! Again! Ned Ryerson, I dated your sister Mary Pat a couple times till you told me not to anymore. Well?
Ned Ryerson?
Bing!
Bing! So did you turn pro with that belly button thing, Ned, or
No,
what?
Phil, I sell insurance.
What a shock.
Do you have life insurance? Because if you do, you could always use a little more. Am I right or am I right or am I right? Right.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
Shout out Qualis Roofing. That is they're one of the main sponsors on the show. They sponsor every one of our football live streams in the den. And we have a new special edition this year. We have added the Qualis drone to our big events. 2026 is the year of the drone. So we had it out at Cane Rosso, our last remote, and it will be going with us to spring training in Arizona.
Which is brought to you by Qualis.
And, yes, and then this weekend, it's the big game, the big one on Sunday, the granddaddy of them all. And the Qualis drone will be overhead. So they were the title sponsor also of the Dumb Zone generic summer event. If you remember last year, it went very well.
Okay.
Ton of people showed up.
All good so far.
They sold out of Lone Star beer. Apparently, it was a pretty big parking lot, but some people had to end up parking across the street. Like it couldn't have been better. Things were great. Oh, Clayton says, could have had a big giant fan on him, and then it could have been better. Okay. But in general, couldn't have been better. Then we were very excited let's do another generic summer event this year. It's going to be great. And the place, like a week after we did it, the place was sold.
Oh, no.
We did it at a place called The Shacks at Austin Ranch. And so we are now, because we're trying to get our shit together, that's the Dumb Zone. We're trying to get our shit together.
Yeah.
That could just be our thing for the rest of time.
Do you remember when...
That's our slogan.
This is a bit of an off. Do you remember when Dame Lillard replied to Jennifer's tweet? Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Okay. Once upon a time, there was maybe it was CJ McCollum, but they were tweeting something, and some fan replied, how about you try winning a playoff game, then talk? And her name was Jennifer Williams. And CJ McCollum simply replied, I'm trying, Jennifer. So that's another way of the Dumb Zone. We're trying, Jennifer.
I'm trying, Jennifer.
Just give us time.
So, because as part of that effort, whatever % better every day, this year we're planning ahead, a little farther ahead. Look, it's February. We were talking about this last week, which was pre-February.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what month that was.
Mm-hmm.
So the point is, we now need a location. So if anybody has an idea, I don't know if you were there last year, you certainly, we're just looking around the DFW area. Actually asked the guys at Prophets and Outlaws over the weekend. Maybe you guys, you travel around, you play gigs, music, shows. We're looking for a place about that same size. We don't want it to be. I think if we played Jerry World, it might look like a sparse crowd, so it probably shouldn't be that big.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we played a small inside venue, I don't think that would be enough.
Yeah,
for us doing a show and bits and anyway,
let us know.
Said that to say that Qualis Roofing is great because they are the title sponsor, or they were last year. Not sure if they're on board again this year, but Maybe we can get a bidding war going. I remember Community out there. It might have been the Lone Star talking, but Travis at Community was like, "We want to sponsor this next year." I was like, "All right, well, you got to get through Qualis, get through Qualis Roofing."
There's a guy who
GC.com
never mentions an opportunity to mention that his boys had a few. Never.
What do you mean?
Just every time Travis comes up, yeah, of course he was knocking them back.
Well, I said he was boasting that he wanted to sponsor it this year.
Just bad friend day.
Always got girls around.
All right,
too,
I'm not
man.
going to mention it. Not going to mention anymore. This is a guy who
I know, man, but I felt it before. I was like, Jesus, every time.
All right, we continue with some sports.
I probably should have pulled the clean audio of this. This is lazy of me, but this is what we're missing out on.
Earlier, one of the hottest stretches he's had this season. Obviously, Cooper Flag coming off of that game. You're going to expect him.
Just imagine how much more we get to hear people mess
There are so
that
many
up.
of those, and we could just play it now.
I know, over and over.
At the ticket, they wouldn't let you play that.
They were prepared to offer us our own section of tickets that we could fill out every night called Cooper's Flaggots. We were going to just give to Dumb Zone listeners only.
The flag capital of the AAC could be over here.
Yeah.
That's too bad. So in the NFL, they are noting that all the head coach openings are full now. And if they're still doing the Rooney Rule, like following that, like just kind of the look, would you say Robert Saleh is the head coach of color?
Yeah, yes.
I mean, I certainly don't believe you should hire based on color. I certainly don't. But it does seem like if you don't have those rules kind of in there, that's going to keep things the way they have been. I've noticed something somewhat interesting, too. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the way that the NFL does this now, and certainly this is probably what people mean when they say woke. It's an affirmative action policy. But it's going to take a long time for it to get downstream to the point where it affects head coaching cycles and head coaching hires. I'm not saying this is not a little bit of a tough look, but they just in the last 5 to 10 years, 5 years, instituted the whole draft pick compensation thing where if you, let's say Team A, if you hire a young black assistant in the front office side or in the coaching side, and they move up through your ranks to a point where someone else wants to hire them for a higher role, you are now getting a second or third round draft pick back extra. Not from the team, but it's an extra one.
Like a middle of the rounds or something?
Yeah, so
like a compensatory.
No, you get an extra like second or third round pick. Look this up, Blake. The draft. Yeah,
no, but I mean between the second and third round. Now all of a sudden, you get those.
But I just meant it's not
so
compensatory that it's not fifth.
But if you had the first round pick of the the first pick of the third round, you now are bumped a couple back.
I believe
because
so.
of the teams that did the hiring.
Yes, and so that creates the idea is to not have a deal where black guy from Team A gets hired by Team B. If Team B gets the draft pick, and now it's like, oh, this guy, we know why we hired him, just to get the, you know what I mean? If you flip it, then it does actually incentivize you to grow the pipeline. And really, that's what this all comes down to. It's been my contention for years. It's just, maybe takes longer than people want it to, but the reason that there are no black head coaches is because there didn't used to be black quarterbacks. And the more you have black quarterbacks, the more you're going to have black quarterback coaches, black receivers coaches, pass game coordinators, offensive coordinators, and ultimately head coaches.
Well, they are pointing at offensive coordinator these days as there's been 11 offensive coordinators hired. Eric Bieniemy was the only person of color, unless
Mikey Mike.
You count Mike McDaniel, who was the a new OC for the Chargers. Eric Bieniemy's an interesting study, only that he never got his head coach shot. And apparently he's just like a very difficult person to deal with.
I've heard it for a long time. And it always made me feel weird because he was being held up as like the poster boy of racism. And part of it is like, yeah, but it is Andy Reid's offense.
And he got hired back by the Chiefs.
Yeah. But then the other thing is, yeah, I mean, obviously the guy had a couple of like drunken brawl arrests, whom amongst.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you don't get interviewed this many times and get passed over without it being a bad vibe. And I'd heard that for years.
Because he got hired in Washington.
Yeah.
Didn't the player said he was being too mean?
I remember hearing something about that. Yeah, he's an old school guy.
By the way, back-to-back third-round picks. If a team hires your coordinator or front office guy.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be coordinator. If you hire a coaching assistant for a quarterback's coach, you'll get some level of compensation.
Do the Cowboys get something for hiring their new DC?
No,
but if he goes on to be the head coach somewhere, they would.
Yeah, I think it's.
I thought it was any.
It has. I don't know the particulars, but there are lower levels where it does work.
But the point on the OC thing is, apparently, offensive coordinator is a much quicker, a better pipeline to get you a head coaching job than a defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
just the way.
Sure.
Your mind works. You want offense. That's where at least you can see the innovation. You could see, oh, this is a wildcat, or this is this. Whereas Mike McDonald apparently is pretty innovative as a head coach and defensive play caller for Seattle, but you just never hear, unless it's a world-class all NFL, DVOA history defense, you just don't hear that as much from the defensive side. And you do seem, this is anecdotal, I feel like there are more defensive black coaches.
Yeah.
And there certainly are, like you said, position-wise. How many white running backs coaches, how many white receiver coaches are there?
Yeah.
And I think in the past it used to be there would be no black quarterback coaches because no black people played quarterback.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Same
it's just
kind of
getting
thing.
to that. And on the defensive side of the ball, there's not necessarily one position that stands out. But if you look at who has, it's mostly DBs. DBs have mostly been the ones that have become coaches. Why? They understand the passing game. And that's what everybody's after, is who understands coverage and passing concepts. And I think it's cool as hell that Jesse Minter got hired, that Mike McDonald is having success. But it is a leap of faith, because the most important thing is that your quarterback succeeds. Why not just make sure that the guy that you're putting everything on, your head coach, that he's going to be the one responsible for that? Because if Sam Darnold failed, then Mike McDonald could be like, well, we shouldn't have hired this guy, this Kubiak. So you get a little more leeway even if you hired the OC. That's another guy you can fire before it gets to you. You know what I mean? Like, the owner just wants to know, the coach and the quarterback, if I'm going to pay the quarterback all this money, the coach has got to be able to get the most out of him. Am I positive that I can do that if I hire Mike Vrabel? It's a little bit of a leap of faith,
Speaking of owners, two things. This will kind of relate. So Hannah McNair is not the Texans owner. She's like the wife of the Texans owner, or is she the co-owner?
I've lost track of their names. Cal is the current owner, right? Or is he the dead one? Bob is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Cal McNair. Yes, okay. So Cal McNair, and how is Hannah related to him?
Okay, who's Hannah? I saw her. Landry Locker was tweeting about her, and I got worried about Carly Ursay because I thought she had a contender for hottest NFL owner. But apparently, okay, so it's Cal, the son of Bob, is the owner.
Yes,
but well, he must have searched far and wide. Maybe got it LinkedIn and gotten a search. But Hannah McNair somehow is the vice president.
Yep.
Of the Texans. Okay, so Carly is fine.
For now, I mean,
on her perch. Well, the death of Colts owner Jim Irsay is under federal investigation right now. He died at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
That rules.
Would you want to die in a hotel? I've often thought about dying in a hotel.
Yeah, I'd love
Every
to.
time I'm at a hotel.
Yeah. That's why it's part of the
I think about Daryl Kyle.
I wouldn't say it's part of the reason I like going to hotels, but I do like when I go into a hotel now and I go in there, it feels like there's no one else alive for the next 12 hours. Like, I love it. Like, I'm just in here by nobody, whatever. And it's just, you can take me right there. So what's the
Hotels are
controversy?
great.
He just died in
Well, they're investigating
I think he had a Michael Jackson doctor,
death,
didn't he?
They're investigating the California addiction specialist who had been treating him with opioids and ketamine.
Yeah.
The death certificate said the cause of death was cardiac arrest due to pneumonia, and then there was no autopsy. So, just thought you'd like.
Yeah.
I know you like Jim Irsay news.
He got Chandler binged without sticking his thing in a hot tub or whatever happened. But that's a big deal, dude. Rich people, I guess, when they're not playing naked twister with 10th graders, they get these doctors. Like, I'm pretty sure Prince, Michael Jackson, the doctor's just going to give you whatever you want, and they're around you all the time, and they just got an IV giving you dope.
Any early thought on if you're going to lay a bet on the Super Bowl?
I don't think that I will. Maybe some fun ones or
If you had
something,
to?
but it's, what is it at, 4.5?
I think.
It's
a tough one. Well, we'll talk about it as the week goes on.
I would take Seattle I would take Seattle and lay the points. And actually, that's what I want. Obviously, that's what I want to happen. I can't. Obviously, the Patriots. We just can't have that.
It sucks that they're back.
The Seahawks are not very hateable, and even though Darnold, we've clowned on him around, that's part of the reason I want him to win. Everybody's clowned on him. It's a great story. He seems like a cool dude. Saw a video of him this weekend using his bird watching app, where he can hold it up and whatever the chirp he hears it'll tell him what type of bird it is. And I'm like, that's a special type of spectrum quarterback. I would like that guy to win.
Did God hear everybody complaining about the Chiefs oversaturation? Like, all right. What if we put the Patriots back in? You're all tired of the Chiefs.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody felt that way about Michael Jordan at some point. And they're like, oh, my God.
And we'll let him play a Darnold team.
That really make you...
that thrives on their defense.
Really make you smoke the whole pack.
Offense, you think of them as a defensive juggernaut, and then you go and take a look at like Darnold and what the offense has done. Like, they're a really good offense too.
They're just weird because they are so predicated on the big play. They need the big play, but the thing is, they know
big
how to
play
get them.
guys.
Yeah.
All right, shall we do some news? Sports.
Sure.
News today brought to us by Poncho.
Ooh, I actually placed a poncho order this weekend.
Go on.
I was unable to use our promo code because I've already used it. But I ordered two more summer shirts today because they've got like 50 colors of these shirts. The basic button-up short sleeve or long sleeve kind of has the material of a fishing shirt, but it doesn't make you look like you're wearing a fishing shirt. So it's great for anywhere. Dressy, casual. It's got a little SPF 50. It'll keep the sun off of you. It's wick away, so if you're a sweaty fool like myself, it doesn't really show up. It's great. They look great. They've got, like I said, a ton of different colors and patterns, ton of different options. But it all starts by you checking out the website, which is ponchooutdoors.com and then /dumbzone. Enter your email. You get $10 off that first order. Maybe buy your boyfriend a new shirt for Valentine's Day, if that's something you think you'd like to get him. ponchooutdoors.com /dumbzone. A lot of options there for super high quality, good looking shirts that feel good to wear. Versatile. It's what we like about him. ponchooutdoors.com /dumbzone.
I just put a new picture of Blake up on promo codes page.
In a poncho?
Wearing his poncho shirt
nice.
On an NFL football field.
Wow.
With his NFL football friends. That's not us.
Here's
So go to dumbzone.com. See the promo codes.
All right, you guys referenced this earlier, so let's dive into it. It's Groundhog Day.
Do we dive into it? Did you see where they do it?
No.
It's a place called Gobbler's Knob.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like You turn left at the Chisholm Trail.
And then you turn on Brown Trail.
Yeah, you stop before you get to Brown Trail.
Well,
so
not always.
I don't. Not always.
What day is it?
I generally avoided Groundhog Day. Probably my whole life. I think my only reason of even knowing it existed was that I started to work in radio.
What if the movie didn't exist? Then what?
I'd never seen the movie until the last 5 years. I'm familiar with the concept.
But it made
Groundhog Day a thing.
It put Groundhog Day on the map. If that movie never existed, what?
I don't know.
Because we now think of Groundhog Day as the same thing happening over and over.
Yes.
That's become that. So
yes.
That's weird. I can't remember life before the movie Groundhog Day and what kind of needle it would move. Did it move the needle? It couldn't have moved the needle even as much as April Fool's Day because people are doing stuff on that day.
Right. There's no bits.
Arbor Day.
Plant a tree.
It would be more Arbor Day. Like, because you wouldn't actually do anything with Arbor Day, and you didn't really know when. At least you knew when Groundhog Day was.
Yeah, but I'm going to make the case for Arbor Day. People actually do stuff.
They go
there
plant
are
trees?
people who will do that. What do you do for Groundhog Day? There is no there. It's just one of these cows, pigs, wars, and witches traditions that we just have to keep doing. But if we're going to keep doing it, I like the way that we've done it here in Texas because you guys may be aware of this, but we have a number of offshoots here in the Lone Star State. Like, why do they get to do it?
Really?
What made you the god animal that gets to decide this? Yeah. Down in Bee Cave, which is in the hill country, they have Bee Cave Bob, who is an armadillo.
Of course.
And then if he steps outside or something? Or?
Yeah. He emerges from his burrow onto a concrete slab painted to resemble a highway. You know, because armadillos are always out on the highway, but they don't want to put it out on a real one. Then they observe the behavior.
If he gets smushed.
And it is, quote, interpreted to determine his weather prediction. So there's a lot of...
All right, this is stupid.
But they do it every year. They've been doing that one for 25 years. Big Al in Beaumont is a 94-year-old, 14-foot alligator. He's been doing weather predictions since 2006.
I thought he was on the radio.
In between doing Mad Moms and minivans, they feed Big Al some meat, and if he eats the food, it means Texas will have an early spring. I don't like the energy I'm getting back here before I get to Prairie Dog Pete up in Lubbock. Lubbock adopted him as their mascot. So, anyways, it appears that the global financial crisis in 2008 was actually caused by them having to back a bunch of credit that they owed Jeffrey Epstein, and it inadvertently collapsed the economy.
Is that a thing?
Also, do you guys know who Bella Hadid is?
Who is it?
Wrestler?
I know the name.
No, I don't think she's a wrestler. She's a supermodel. And I don't really know what that means anymore, like how you become that.
Not a simple model.
No. Like, because we live in a world where I guess there was a time, Cindy Crawford may count as this. Who are some other ones from, like, the Bad Beats era that you were in? Because I would say now, most dudes could reel off 3 adult film stars before they could give you one supermodel. Those are the supermodel. Those are the females whose names you know. Not a lady who advertises
Kate Moss.
purses. Yeah.
Is that a supermodel?
I guess.
Yes.
Is she not Kate Hudson, though?
Rita Rudner.
Kate Hudson's.
No, I don't think so. No, Paula Poundstone just missed the cut. So Bella Hadid has 61 million followers, Dan, on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm very dubious about what that even means.
Dude, what I'm telling you is it means that she gets paid $1 jillion to post a photo with a tag in it. I'm not kidding. Like some company will come to her and say, we'll give you $15 million to put this on and make 5 posts about it.
Think she'd wear a Dumb Zone shirt?
She might, for the right price. But here's where things get interesting, because there's a news story out this weekend that her ex-boyfriend of 2 years was arrested for DWI. Now, that's not normally a story I would do.
Wait, an ex-boyfriend? She hasn't dated him in 2 years.
No. They were together for 2 years. They separated sometime in the last handful of months. But they were together for 2 years.
But it's still an ex. Okay.
It's an ex, but it's an ex of the most, I guess, one of the most famous women in the world. His name is Aiden Benuelos. And he was arrested for DWI Saturday night in Parker County.
Hey.
So there's a 36-year-old dude who is a, I guess, professional cowboy who's out there pulling up a bar stool at the Parker County Ice House where we're doing our little dumb show with
And he
Joy
was nailing the hottest supermodel in the world.
for a couple years.
At the stock show or something?
Nice.
Probably.
Perhaps.
He does the fancy cowboying.
Where do you meet?
He does the Taylor Sheridan cowboying.
He's the son of a Hall of Fame cowboy.
Ty Murray?
No. The first ever.
Good call, though, Dan.
She's with Jewel.
Not anymore.
He demanded she get the tooth fixed.
Wait, Harvey
She got
Martin.
more than the tooth fix, brother.
Kendall Hunter.
No, his was it.
Why are you?
I don't know what that is.
This is too
I don't
many
get your
bits.
joke.
Blake's doing Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Oh,
You're
okay.
doing Texas Legend Cowboys.
Everyone's doing their part of the lifting here, but he was the son of the first Mexican-American ever inducted into the National Cutting Horse Hall of Fame. So he's got a bloodline.
Sounds woke.
But anyways, yeah, dude, this guy is just having a pop in Parker County, and like within the last 6 months, he saw Bella Hadid's pussy. That guy's just out there.
Did he see it?
Dude, if you're dating a famous person, isn't that like you're like,
Yeah, you got to get
I
down
think
there.
you want to see it.
yeah. Yeah.
What's it like?
To want
Would
to
you
see
ask?
it?
Would you ask your buddy that? Like, because you never want to hear buddies talk about.
No, not if I was going to have to meet her. Honestly, no.
I think you'd ask him.
And like she's,
What if your buddy was nailing Oprah? Would you be like, all right, come on,
Yeah,
tell me
dude.
about it?
Without a doubt.
What does she do?
Without a doubt.
If she's famous, I think you got to ask.
Did Bill Gates hold a meeting in Manhattan sometime around 2019 where he invited the elite of the world, Elon, Peter Thiel, and others to discuss transhumanism and controlling the population of the world? He did. Was Oprah Winfrey there? She was. Texas has banned popular Chinese apps, including
like-
Shein and Temu,
Good.
on state-issued devices.
So many women are mad right now.
I know.
Wait, what's Temu? I know that one.
Knock off Amazon, kind of.
We bought
okay,
a bunch
yeah.
of stuff in here for
China.
it from there.
Yeah.
Rob was a big Temu guy. He's
So
like, "We get this
Temu's
on Temu."
banned?
It's banned just like TikTok if you work for the government, which is a lot more than you think. It's not just like, a teacher. If they're using a state, a state
that's
phone.
right. That's right, because the highest paid state employee is always a coach.
Right. So my guess is that right now Sark is going to have to find a new way to get, blouses or whatever. Yeah, it's all about China and data. Whatever. Like
Yeah.
that honestly does feel like one where I'm like, just take it. I know we joke about it, but what are you going to do with my data? You're already doing it. Dallas,
We're so far gone.
Dallas Fire Rescue had a wild one over the weekend. This is last night at about 7 o'clock. Fire alarm can be heard going off from a first-floor apartment. They have to forcibly enter after knocking and getting no answer. And when they entered, they found a person, or the remnants of a person, burning on a burning mattress. Like there was a human being still in the process of being incinerated on a mattress, which If the mattress is on fire, somebody lit it on fire. You know what I mean? That feels like when you'd get out of bed if you were not being killed, being murdered. It just does make me think like, and it's hard because Jimmy's such a normal dude. But just that the ultimate fun house of every door they open. I mean, I guess you have a little bit of an idea. You've got the dispatch. You can see or smell whatever's going on, but like, I don't, you're kicking in the door and it's like, it could be this person could have half their body eaten by their cats, or it could be a lady who pressed the wrong button and is having a bit of a overreaction, panic attack-y type thing. Who knows?
But I'll bet that happens so rarely that you're never really, so you're always actually surprised. Because I would think those things don't, he even says on calls, what is it, 1 out of 30 is an actual flame?
Yeah.
So when there's, you're almost hoping that you're going to see a dude being eaten by a lizard or something, just because it's usually nothing. It's usually a pretty boring time.
Yeah, that's probably true. It just seems like with cops, and I don't mean to minimize the cop risk, but it's way less than 1 out of 30 that there's violence. A lot of it seems routine, but I know that's probably not true.
20-year guys retire without touching their gun type thing.
Yeah. So it seems like it feels like there's
How about your
more.
stepdad?
Like,
Did he shoot people?
No, I don't think so. He has some gnarly stories, but being shot at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his era was, he was in Saginaw and in Blue Mound in the mid-'90s, which...
Sounds like there'd be a lot of guns around there.
Well, there were, for sure, but what there was a new drug called methamphetamine, and it was very popular among the rural whites. And it was pretty much only popular among the rural whites at the time, and it was Tweaker City. Guys who would just stay alive for like 3 days with basically no blood pumping in their body. I'm sure Blake's wife has seen this. People you can go Superman mode. Smoke enough meth.
Her funny story about one of these types of people is they obviously have to get rehydrated over a span of a few days. This one guy immediately felt better after getting an IV. And he looks at it, he's like, "Can I buy this stuff? Like, what?" It's like, "Yeah, it's water."
You just have to drink it. We don't always have to put it in a needle.
Yeah.
Most people are just getting cups. What is this magic elixir?
Great.
Oh, all right. There's your news.
The Dumb Zone News. Like
What are you, a
and
witch?
subscribe.
That was a good news.
Today's
Happy
viewer
birthday.
mail birthdays will be brought to us by Factor Meals.
Man, I'm a big Factor guy. Factor helped me lose some weight last year. I heard from a number of other people that was the same sort of deal. I'll tell you what Factor really did for me. It legitimately got me on the path of healthy eating. So even in the months where we take off from Factor, that's how much Factor had an impact. Their vegetables are great. I don't like vegetables. Their proteins are great. It's hard to get that right at home. They're good meals and affordable. If you're going out and throwing money at Chipotle or something, you can get this at home. You pop it in the microwave. You don't have to make anything. Factormeals.com/dumbzone50 off. Get you 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. This is for new Factor customers only. It is factormeals.com/dumbzone50. When life gets in the way, there's Factor. That's not a good one.
Just a couple here. We have, Dear Dan, usually I write in with a few bits to try and get a laugh out of you guys.
Uh-oh.
But this year I'm feeling too glum. 365 days since we learned Nico traded Luka and killed basketball, and 46 days since we lost the 2005 NASCAR second-place finisher Greg Biffle.
I know.
Just feels like too much to make lighthearted puns this year. I'm day 2, number 1017, Gay I Know. And I'd love a birthday shout out and a name rating from Jake for my daughter coming in June. The name is Rosie James.
Man, I love Rosie. I love James, but I mean, let's just be honest. It kind of sounds like the name of somebody that's going to end up with a guy who runs a motorcycle shop. She's going to get burned on her leg by an exhaust pipe at some point. Tattoos are a given, so I hope you're okay with that. But other than that, it's a cool name. It might be too cool.
I don't know about my oldest daughter, but my youngest daughter has verbalized to me that she thinks she's going to be out of the tattoo game for her whole life.
Yeah.
And I've never pushed it on. Like, I know my wife has been verbally, I hate it, and but
I guess, yeah. My whole family's inked.
Yeah, but I've never said anything, whatever, but she's just
They're not cool anymore, I don't think.
But I think it's because so many people have gotten them. She's more of that kind of a person.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if she was 20 years ago or whatever, she might be like, I'm going to get a tattoo because only Dennis Rodman has one.
Yeah, also, like, there was a time, they can be cool. They can tell stories. Like, I know your daughter's she's artsy, so it might not have even been like, fuck you, I want to look like it's just like you're into art.
But she's self-aware and she realizes her taste changed. She's like, something I liked 3 years ago I think is really stupid now.
Yeah, I think
if I throw that on my arm.
Most people are not doing it about like Heroes Season 2 or like the double-decker pizza that they offer.
The Chief Wahoo I wanted to put on my leg.
It's more of like if you can get something that makes you think about something every time you see it. Something you want to think about.
What if you just think about it instead and don't have to have a visual
Not everybody
cue?
is as, and I mean this, as mentally strong as you.
Does Blind Josh have any tattoos?
Quite a few.
Why?
He's always fully inked.
Why?
I think because he can just see them a little bit. Now, we've not
Does he even know what they are?
We've not told him what he has. I mean, we don't intend to. Just parade him into places. Josh, you can't come in here with that tattoo. Convince him it's a swastika. He's like, no, wait, what?
You're out, right?
Yeah.
I don't see you as a tattoo guy.
I think I've said on the show before I would do it for a certain amount of subs, but that's it.
Clayton?
Nah.
I will keep going.
Jake's the tattoo guy? What do you mean? You'll add more throughout your life?
Definitely. It's been discussed with the kids.
Face?
Face.
I just couldn't commit.
Or are you
I'm
pussy?
gonna do like what was the white receiver we had? The little guy from
Ryan Switzer.
I'm gonna do like the Ryan Switzer.
The
and
lip?
Do my lip, the inside lip, and it'll just say hungry.
I just couldn't commit to something for that long. Like, Jake has a cool tree, but if I put the tree on me, I'd think it was lame after a year.
Yeah, but only you see it. It's easier to keep yourself thinking something's cool if nobody else is telling you it sucks.
How about your wife?
She has 2. She's from Haltom.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
Homemade?
Looks like it.
Cousin did 'em. How's that little peep doing?
It's not. You can barely see it. You can barely see it. The skin on your foot falls off. A lot of people don't know that.
I thought all your skin does.
At a higher rate, I think, just because you sweat right there and it's up against your sock. Like, it's gross. Your socks are gross. Like your sheets, They're like sheets for your feet that you wear all the time. It's true. They have skin in them.
And, okay, back to the Rosie James as his kid.
Yeah.
It's his birthday, though. He says, for only you will I drop trow. And this guy's name is Caleb Williams.
Nice.
Oh, hey.
And then he signs it with the only Bears quarterback to throw for almost 4,000 yards.
That would be funny to just sort of adopt fandom. Like, you have no tie to the Bears, but you just start hyping up Caleb Williams.
Would it be
fourth quarter
cool?
comeback-wise, like...
I mean, there's certainly a person named Tom Brady who all of a sudden, he's 50. Tom Brady's 40, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
He was Tom Brady all these years before. Is he happy? Like, it's the Michael Bolton thing. Now, Michael Bolton, you might think sucks, so you're mad. Would you be happy, though, if it's somebody really famous? There was absolutely a Michael Jordan.
Lots of them, but
pre-Michael
Tom
Jordan,
Brady. Yeah, that's funny. Imagine. That's why it's way cleaner when they're Indian, like Brady Tom.
I'm sure it was cool to be Jerry with a G Sandusky for a little bit.
I don't think that was probably never cool. Like,
I mean,
don't
you're
know
on the East Coast, maybe. Hey, I got the same name as the defensive coordinator of the
I don't know that was
Penn
ever
State.
getting it done with the ladies.
No,
even,
but
even
sports
pre-
friends. Like, what if my name was
Ann Quinn?
Yeah. Like, oh, it's kind of cool, right? No? And happy 43rd birthday to my brother Chris, a lieutenant in the Austin Fire Department. His birthday is actually tomorrow, but if you read this today, I can include it in tomorrow night's episode of DZTV, since he's the only person in Austin that I'm 100% sure watches the show with any regularity. I'm hopeful he'll see it. To hedge my bets, I will also send him a happy birthday email like our dad used to do for a few years in the early 2000s. This is from Michael Snap.
Happy birthday email from your dad.
Happy birthday to your bro. That would
Michael Snap puts together Dumb Zone TV for us.
He feels a little of what I feel then.
You think he's the
if your
producer?
if your
We're the
brother's
executive?
in the military.
Like
You
his
got
brother's a
brothers, a
badass?
firefighter. It's just such a shield. No pun intended. Like, oh, you did, what'd you do? You did a little volunteer? Raise a little money for bake sale with the kids? He pulled a woman out of a mattress that was on fire just last week.
Speaking of bake sale with the kids, so it was Friday driving home.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cold Friday, right?
Cold front.
Yeah, a little late. It was 4 or 5 o'clock ish. I see this little girl with a Girl Scout cookie table in her front yard, and I had to do it. I had to do a couple of boxes because you're out. If you're inside in the Kroger lobby,
yeah.
If your mom at work passes out the cookie thing, I mean, I've done it before, but it's kind of weak. But if you get out, that's bootstraps, right? You're out in the driveway.
For sure.
You're setting up. You had to make a sign.
Success is least.
You're setting up, so I had to buy a couple of boxes. I didn't want to.
Good for her, good for you.
And then I ate way too many of them.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what I do.
That's gay to say it.
They knocked on my door, and I said no. And now I'm the house that said no.
Yep.
They're in our neighborhood.
You get TP'd.
Yeah.
I'm about to get forked.
It's interesting that you say no. My wife won't let me answer the door because I will say yes.
Yeah, I'll switch our whole...
No, I know.
Why not
I'll
People
switch our-
Magazine?
I'll switch our electric plan.
How's the magazine business? Like, I'm just like, oh, okay. I feel bad for you. And then, yes, then you find out those kids are getting 0 or very minimal. And
all these subscriptions to Vibe.
I used to have to go sell door to door, for school, whatever, like a box of M&Ms, but it was like for $4. And you knew it only cost 75 cents or whatever it actually cost. So now, I don't know. It just felt terrible. It felt exploitative when I was a kid. Like, why are they using me for this?
I didn't like it. Knew I was bad at sales right away. If your opening line is you probably don't want this. That's just how I'd work with ladies. It's like, I don't know, you're probably not into this, but if on the off chance, I'll take it, I guess, if you feel bad enough for me.
Now, are you one of those guys that actually feels some pleasure in telling this little kid no?
No,
Poor
because
little
I don't
girl?
say no to anyone.
So why are you doing it to her?
They caught me in a bad time. The boys were losing their mind. I was in no mood. I don't have cash. Who has cash?
Who says I was in no mood? That's such a
good lord.
That's such a dad thing.
Because he had his rain gauge broke
I'm in
that
no
morning. So he was
mood.
I've had it up to here. If anybody took the trip with me into the Ninja Creamy space, which I'm probably about to get eliminated from because Bluebell's gonna shove me out.
I saw the flavors.
They're solid. But what I've been doing, just a little tip, I make the creamy like it's going to be healthy ice cream. I use like Fairlife protein shake, unflavored Greek yogurt. There's a little bit of, what would the Yuka app say about this? Like, is Jell-O powder bad? Like the pudding powder? Is Jell-O pudding, like, is it?
Yeah, there's sugar in it.
A lot of sugar.
Okay, but I'm
Unless
saying,
you got the
is it-
sugar-free.
When I'm saying sugar, I'm saying, is it crazy additives? Because that's all I have to
Oh,
put
if
in
it's
this
real
thing.
sugar, based.
Yeah. But then what I do, so that's a pretty healthy, it's going to make me like 3 or 4 servings of ice cream. I put 2 Girl Scout cookies in the blend. And now the whole thing just tastes like,
Man,
it's so freaking good, dude. And
like
it's
a scientist.
protein-packed ice cream that tastes like Thin Mint or tastes like the peanut butter Girl Scout. And it's only 1 cookie. So you're not getting like a... Anyways.
I heard that's just a path back to the bottle.
Mm-hmm. Better watch out.
I'm not helping that guy. I sound like Walter White.
On this day in history.
Yes, Game Day Men's Health does bring us this. GameDay.dumbzone.com. Game Day Men's Health is that's the title sponsor of our studio.
I was there this morning.
You were?
I was there this morning.
What'd you go for this morning?
Got my weekly shot this morning, and they actually called me during the show so I could talk to them in a consultation for peptides. Not because I'm trying to like get yoked or anything, but because I've been pitching and we might have unlocked a little something, and it's causing me to have a little pain, and I wanna stay feeling good.
And you are what
I'm like
age,
Andy
sir?
Pettit. I'm 40.
40 years old. That's like the key. That's dude. You start to feel a little pain. You're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, the peptides can be great with that. Set yourself up with like a vitamin shot schedule. Maybe you just want a quick B12 shot, get you a boost for the week coming up. But they're great to deal with.
In and out.
12 area locations. Yeah, they'll help you with the old in out.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're talking about? Or you're just
Yes.
saying when you go there, you will do that at a very quick procedure. Maybe you just want to find out, what is my testosterone level? They'll give you that for free. So stop by any Game Day Men's Health, the 12 area locations. Mention the Dumb Zone. And then if you do the TRT, that's the testosterone replacement, you get 10% off for life, forever. And they're helping you live longer. So they're going to be 10% off even long. Like, they're going to be upset when they realize the error that they've made in giving you this discount for the rest of your life. And they're helping you live longer. They've made a bad financial decision. But they're not about finances. They're about helping you feel better. Game Day Men's Health. GameDay.dumbzone.com.
There's a chance that Jeffrey Epstein is the Satoshi from Bitcoin that we've all been searching for all these years. And if he's not, he's real close.
Wow.
He was running the play.
I like the little bits.
Yeah.
They're bacon bits. There's got to be some name for these short things.
Raping bits.
There you go. That's exciting. Today's Monday, February 2nd. On this day in 1887, at Gobbler's Knob, in Puxatawney, Pennsylvania, that's where the first Groundhog Day festival was. You know why? Because they didn't have dick going on. They're in
Yeah, no.
it's
They're
1887.
Yes.
Like, well, I'm done stargazing. I've mapped that out.
Well, I'm done finding out if any of my friends are witches. Did that for the day.
Well, I took that piece of wood and kind of just cut it all down. It's now like a little tiny piece of wood.
You know what bothers me about this? It bothers me that they failed the alliterative association because Punxsutawney Phil, which does also start with a P.
Pete. Yeah, it should be some hard P.
Why did you just select any other name then? It doesn't have to be a P. You're just
This day in 1949, golfer Ben Hogan was seriously injured in an auto accident in Van Horn, Texas. I don't know where that is.
Dude, that is an awesome story. The fact that he came back from that.
I think that's why this day is significant. If he never came back, you might not even bring this up, right?
Yeah, I mean, you might not. I guess he had won one major before then, I think. So you might not have ever heard of him. In like present day, there's a lot of guys who won one major in the 40s. Like he broke every bone in his body type thing. like you used to hear about on the playground. I heard Danny say that the other day.
I thought you said that would happen to us if we fell off the
6 foot ledge.
3 foot.
More on that in viewer mail this week. More on that. The construction bros are weighing in with me.
On this day in 1996, the end of the Canadian Football League in the United States.
Used to really, really trip me up. It's like Mobile's not in Canada.
Baltimore announced that they were leaving for Montreal.
Alouettes.
They were the Stallions, and they were the CFL champion. They were the best team in the league.
Yeah, of course they were.
What do you mean? Because they're in the United States?
Yeah. That's how in my head, I was like, well, yeah. I mean, what do you think Toronto's going to hold Orlando?
Part of the Haralabob story is that he started betting on CFL games. Like, that was the origin.
Yeah.
Like, he found an
edge there.
A flaw, yeah. Anyway, yeah, they had San Antonio, Shreveport, Memphis, and Birmingham.
God, that's Conference USA right there.
I know. I know.
This day in 2015 was big for me when I heard that Radio Shack delisted from the New York Stock Exchange because, because of they can only, if your company is so big, you can stay on there. But Radio Shack on the way out, that used to be a place I loved going when I was a kid.
Oh,
you ever in that era?
Oh, dude, 100%.
You?
There was a Fry's in Garland by me
Okay.
where I grew up, and wasted a lot of time there.
Now, Fry's is great because it's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Radio Shack, though, was kind of
it's kind of like GameStop, but for Radio Shack, but for like AV stuff.
Yeah, and every, there'd be one in Colleyville, there'd be one in Grapevine, there'd be one, there'd be a ton.
Well, if my memory serves me correct, there was a big one at the Tandy Center, which we were at all the time. Did you never go over there? Was that not maybe it was after your era?
Where's the Tandy
What is
Center?
that?
The Tandy Center was a building over in Fort Worth where they had like ice skating.
So, how would they do that?
It was where by the way, I should mention this. It was their corporate headquarters. That's why I associated it with Radio Shack. They worked out of there. It was I don't know, it was Fort Worth based, but it was a very Fort Worth company.
And on this day in 2020, it was Palindrome Day.
Oh boy, how did we ever make it through?
0202 2020 0202 2020. That was the same forward and backward for the first time since 11/11.
Okay.
November 11th, 11/11.
Back when
So that was a pretty big day, and we didn't even really.
Back in Picasso's day.
We probably didn't give it its due. Was 2020 the first official, that was
Let
when...
me stop you right there.
Huh.
We, by mentioning it all, which we did, gave it plenty of due. We lost you for about a 2-week span due to palindrome disease. We all talked about it. Like, all right, just let him get this out of the way.
It was a big deal.
So that's fine.
That was a fake...
And that is fine.
That 2-week span was a
6 years
fake...
ago, and he's still on it.
Yeah.
That was a fake span. This one was the day.
Okay.
Remember, this little fake span was when you used the last 2 digits of the year. And
I learned all this because we made a big deal about it on the show. So if anything, I just want you to understand.
And how is this different from the eclipse?
We made an open.
The eclipse is way better because the eclipse is an actual thing. We invented this. That's not... The dates are not dates.
And
that's just the date when your calendar decided it started.
And darkness is real.
Like 11/11, you think the world started in 0? No. That's when we started keeping track. You don't know shit. On this day in 1985, famous wedding, O.J. Simpson, running back / actor, marries Nicole Brown.
That'll go well.
And today is February 2nd. What do we do on this day besides go nuts in Dumb Zone history? We went nuts in the year 2020.
That was pre-me, so I don't know.
So you don't care?
Nope. I do know in 2021, Jake was drinking this raspberry uterus tea. guess your wife was drinking it.
Yeah, we got into. I think I was just trying to gross people out, but you could do a bunch of different stuff with your uterus stuff. I had Gordon drink some of her breast milk on the air.
I remember that.
That was fun.
Yeah. You should have put it in a cup or something and not had her come in.
She was available that day, so I figured why not.
I'd never seen a boob. I'd never seen a grown man drink breast milk out of a boob. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jeffrey Epstein had a bank account simply called Baal, B-A''A'-L. That, of course, is a demonic being that is worshipped in ancient Israel by some of the Hebrews before Judaism came along. It's a child sacrifice ritual, usually through burning. So that's just a fun thing. Like my bank account is, I custom edited it to dumbzone 69. They'll let you do that.
Mine says checking.
His just changed to Baal, which is a satanic cult.
Baal.
I had to look up how to say it because his niece is apparently not afraid of getting killed because she's like out front, like, yeah, I was raped a lot as a child as part of a satanic cult. So
is Zoran his kid?
Possibly.
Oh, Mamdani? That's a thing?
It's a thing because there's a photo of him and Jeffrey Epstein when he was like 11.
Oh, wow.
Because, and this goes to something that could take us way longer to talk about. Maybe it's gummy thoughts. TC and I have talked about this forever. I always, as a child, even as a teen and getting older, maybe it was just part of realizing that I wasn't as smart as I thought I was and I was never going to be like a real famous person, which I just thought that's what, if you're very smart, you're very famous and have a lot of money. And I started realizing like, that ain't happening. The anybody could be president thing, that ain't true. Wherever it is that I'm from, clearly it's somewhere else. Because I'd see people on TV. I'd look up where they went to school. Even some like comedian that seemed like some hack, like slacker, stoner guy, Columbia. And then I'd look at the TV reporter, Syracuse. It was just, then it's Ivy League. They're all from Brooklyn. And I'm like, I feel like they're playing a different game, sort of. I've always had this vague suspicion that there's like a class of people that we're not allowed to be in. The elite. And Zoran Mamdani is a part of that.
Can you marry into it?
I think you can. And you can also become part of it. Like a lot of people were saying this weekend, and I don't even think this is a race thing, but Chappelle kind of touched on it in his special. Like, Justin Timberlake almost certainly raped Justin Bieber. But Justin Timberlake comes from the world of, like Bieber said as much, like he's hinted at it. Diddy also. But Diddy wasn't born into it. He doesn't come from the world of entertainment. Neither does R. Kelly. But if you're someone who, like Justin Timberlake is from an entertainment family that got him into Mickey Mouse Club and whatever else when he was 5. Like he's from that world. And
what about when they say sometimes that's going on in Hollywood too?
100% this is all the same thing. 100%. And this is what people have been saying for years. When I first started listening to, I'll tell you a really funny line that's not mine, but one of the dudes from Cumtown, you can find like a 4-hour podcast, a compilation of him talking about all this, and it was when Kevin Spacey got busted. There's Hollywood, right? Kevin Spacey got busted, and he was like, this is this Kevin Spacey arrest, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Focus on berg in this. Like, it all comes back to international intelligence, which a lot of comes back to the Mossad, which is Israel's CIA. You go watch a video interview that a Mossad agent did on 60 Minutes last year with Leslie Stahl. His face is blacked out. Voice has changed. And he said something like, the world is our stage and we are the producers. Like everything you see, we're making happen. We allow it to happen or we don't, but we know. And so now we're here.
Now, what can we do about all this?
Nothing.
All right.
You voted. I heard that was a big...
I did.
So Zoran, probably not Epstein's son, 100% part of a social circle you could never touch.
That's too bad.
No, I think the way we're doing it is quite nice. We live well, and nobody even makes me say no to having sex with a kid.
I got some stuff from 2022.
My bad. I thought you were done.
If it even feels right anymore.
I don't care.
In the open, Dan says they'll have a power wall 365 days from now.
Damn,
It's
dude.
now 4 years later.
We're going to get a montage. And we're going to have an intervention. He's like, I didn't say that. I'm like, Dan, we recorded you.
See, I got through this.
This guy's been doing intervention.
The past 4 days, or the 4 days last week, I was very, very worried. But then we get through it.
This is the cycle.
Right now,
the weather
time,
scares
bro.
you, and then you see 70, and you're like, I'm good.
You don't buy an umbrella until it's raining.
You need to put it in your phone. April 1. Weather's good.
Then I'll be like, oh, look at me trying to prank myself on April Fool's Day.
No, this is buying the ski jacket in May. You get it at a discount.
Oh, yeah. You can do it.
We're going to get a generator sponsor, and I'm going to buy it from them.
Hit us up. Sales at DumbZone. Let us earn your business. I went to try to get water from Dan's fridge last week, and Arthur Fist.
Yeah. We need a new fridge, too. We had Ted Emmerich on because this was the Chris Beard game.
Oh, yeah.
This was the first game after Chris Beard left Tech for Texas, and the Tech fans didn't let the Texas bus in or something.
That was serious.
It was cool. And then I'm going to play some audio for you. This is from the Bengals and the Chiefs game. This is halftime.
So you can't get that if you're in California and you play a team in Pennsylvania. Like,
yeah.
That hatred, that kind of thing.
No, it's UCLA and Rutgers.
Think about the Argyle kids. They don't know anybody from Nevada.
No, but I'm just saying the Chris Beard thing, that could have never been so big.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Let's see if you remember this. This is, again, Bengals, Chiefs, AFC Championship.
Oh, hell yeah. This is one of my favorite moments in playoff history.
Do you remember this?
What is
Dan?
it?
Okay.
CBS set up their halftime show, as we talked about recently. When it's a playoff game of import, we're going on site. So we're going to set up the stage on the field here at Arrowhead. But
yeah, I kind of remember
we
that.
forgot we booked
Walker Hayes
to sing his hit, Ain't a Little Bit of Applebee's.
We had that guy on, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had him on today.
Yeah.
Yeah. On this day in 2022.
Yeah.
Because I believe he also is the Ukraine song.
Yeah.
As their
little bit of chicken fried.
Anderson, whatever. No, it was Wolf Blitzer's. Like, you can see as the terror and the bombs rain down, we'll just let the air horn take it.
When I have no other opportunity or no other chance. If you blitz Patrick.
Anyway, he was a cool dude. Really cool dude. And then final thing, this was the day this was the day Fox News fell for a Ballsack Sports tweet that read, Josh Smith says LeBron couldn't make it in his era.
That was awesome. That was awesome. They entered the league at the same time.
The best Ballsack tweet out there.
All right, other birthdays. We mentioned Parker County earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember P1 Joy?
Yeah.
Of course.
She's 93 today.
Oh.
Wow.
I hope. Haven't got in touch with her.
I would like to. For real.
Call her.
We can figure something out. A way to get to her. We know somebody who...
No, I know people who know her.
She's
if she's
at that
dead,
ice house.
if she's dead, don't tell us. But if she is around, I'd love to check up with her every 4 or 5 months. Maybe pick games.
It's 4 or 5 months. What if we start with once a year?
Everything's cool.
There's a chance
We were doing
she's
it more
at
than
that
once
bar.
a year before.
Oh. Let's see. Do I have her number?
Woo. Pig. Suey.
You know you
She's
had it.
great.
Thanks.
You know you had it titled
Do you want to try it?
Parker Gilfpoon. Dude, if you've got the number, of course I want to try it.
Hold on.
Okay. Here, I should probably just send it to you instead of holding my phone up for you to look at. Tell me one more thing about Epstein before I do this.
Oh, so this is the part that feels disrespectful, and this also goes back to the Pizzagate thing, where this is like a circular deal. The Pizzagate people were onto something. The thing is, a lot of the stuff they were looking at was actually being planted in front of them to make them think that. Like, it also appears that a significant amount of the genesis of the rightward shift, let's say, like the MAGA thing, I guess, is all a foreign psyop. Like, they control, whether it's Russia or whoever, foreign entities make
Hello, Joy?
Hello? Yes.
Hey, Joy, this is...
Yes.
Hi, this is Dan McDowell.
Okay.
And I used to work at a radio station called The Ticket.
Yes.
With my friend Jake.
Hey, Joy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we had you on our show many years ago. We were at the Parker County Ice House. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That was fun.
Yes, it was fun, Joy.
And we're not at The Ticket anymore. We still broadcast, though. And we're calling to wish you a happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Joy.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Was it
Thank
yesterday?
You. Appreciate.
Or is it today?
It's today.
It's
You're
today.
right on it.
February
Today.
2nd.
Groundhog Day.
Yes, ma'am.
Groundhog Day.
Another year younger.
What year are we talking?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
Wait a minute. I had to Google this to see. I'm 93.
Hell yeah.
93 years old. So do you feel like you may have been born on February 5th, but I mean, it was 1933. Did they really keep good records then?
Right. Who knows?
Yeah, no, I was born on Groundhog Day, 1933, because I remember it. It was cold, and and everybody was mad about something. I don't know. I didn't understand it at that age.
Yeah, people are always complaining.
Did you see your shadow?
Then or today?
I don't know.
No, sir. I haven't seen my shadow in a long, long time. Except at night.
This is how we decide if it's going to be a long spring or not, or early spring. Yeah,
Joy's birthday.
That old rodent comes out and decides what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What's his name?
His name is he's a Punxsutawney Phil. He's a groundhog, but we'd like to make it Joy. Every year we'll call you on your birthday and we'll determine the weather.
Oh, you are so nice. That would be so much fun. That'd be something to live for.
Any cocktails or anything? Any celebration planned today? Why don't you have a cold one for me?
Oh, listen, I've already had a beer,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I'll have another one. I'll just tell them it's
ma'am.
for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't fuss with me about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's just get on with my life, all right?
What's-
we had so much fun with you that night, that day. That was so much fun.
What's the key to living past 90 years old? That's a goal of mine for sure.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I have no idea. I guess whiskey and cigars.
Yes, ma'am.
You think, or I don't know. I have no idea.
It's working
I don't
for
know
you.
what I did.
Joy, do you still
I
watch the
have-
news at all? Like, what is it?
Oh,
When you're
yeah.
93, do you just kind of check out? You're still you're plugged in.
I don't know. I hadn't been 93 that long.
Ah, good point. Good point. I was just wondering how I don't get a chance to talk to a lot of 90 and overs.
I bet you don't. They're dead.
Yeah.
They're dead.
Yeah, you're out kicking them all. How do you take like this Epstein story? That the news is all over every day? Yeah, is that something that you are familiar?
Oh yeah, I follow it. I just think that you just want. I just want to get a hold of him and just. Well, I'm not sure what I'd do if I could.
Bring him a little justice.
Yeah, he's a very sick person.
I think that's a great take. That's a great take.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome to talk to you, Joy. We were very happy that, you're alive and stuff.
Oh, it's so nice for y'all to call me. I'm excited, and I have a bunch of ladies here playing mahjong.
I love it. Love mahjong. Hey, can we send you? So our show used to be called The Hang Zone. We're called The Dumb Zone now. Can we send you a T-shirt?
You bet you can.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Well, we'll get that for you. Well, happy birthday.
What?
Happy
you.
Happy birthday, and we'll talk to you in 365 days, okay? We're going to call you on your birthday next year.
All right.
There's no way that we're going to forget.
Stay alive, Joy.
Okay, I will. I'll try my best. Look, this is so nice of you. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Oh, there goes Joy.
Nobody's mad about that. We were talking about something, but I'd really rather move on.
Elsewhere, DeMarco Murray is 38.
Spray tan.
Spray tan. And co-worker of Jason Witten.
Donald Driver is 52.
The unbookable.
Why?
Dude.
That's right. He kind of lives, or he had a workout place in Southlake.
I think he was living there.
And we were trying to book him for Bob for years.
Dude, that's a funny thing about living in DFW, though, is I saw a Zillow listing the other day for somebody who didn't grow up here. It plays in the NBA, and it's like a $9 million house in Colleyville that I would drive by, It was like...
Yeah, how do they know about this?
It was just like some eighth guy on the Sixers or something. I'm like, I guess.
Todd Bertuzzi is 51.
Lightning? Where did he play his craft mostly?
I think that's wrong, but I don't know where. I feel like it's a Canadian team he was on.
He bounced around a lot, but it wasn't the Lightning. So I'm going to give it to you.
Dexter Manley is 67?
Primarily the Canucks. Who's Dexter Manley?
He was a Redskin.
Okay, so do you have any other information? What tribe?
Maybe he couldn't read, perhaps. You know what? I'm going to mess this up. I'm not even going to talk about Dexter Manley anymore.
He's a football player.
Oh, he was too?
Yeah. Okay.
Wayne Fonts is 86. He was the Lions coach. James Franklin is 54.
Who hired him? Mississippi State or something?
Like Virginia Tech, something over there.
Virginia Tech, yeah. I do that a lot. I think Blake does too.
James Franklin fired Penn State coach.
College color confusion. Damn, Tennessee or was it Syracuse or Illinois?
Mike Tice is 67. Former Viking coach.
Huge fan of his son, Nate. Does a podcast for The Athletic. It's awesome.
For real?
Yeah, he was a Wisconsin quarterback, but like not a very good one. So he just got into the media game, but he is a coach's son. Really good. Just The Athletic football show. Or something.
Dan, growing up, birthdays of the day, we have Dave Logan, 72. He was a Browns wide receiver who, upon looking at his...
a little bit of Rathman to him.
Upon looking at his Wiki or his page or whatever, I thought he was a lot better.
Yeah. That tends to happen.
I thought he was at least as good as Collinsworth, but he wasn't.
Stuff.
Pat Tabler is 68. He was a Cleveland Indian. And I was really into Pat Tabler when I was a kid because he is the Major League Baseball all-time leader for on-base percentage with the bases loaded, minimum 100 at-bats.
Jeez.
He only had like 110 at-bats, but he has like a 495 or 505 or something like that. Like he would always get a hit with the bases loaded. He might finish a year 6 out of 7 with the bases loaded.
Oh, okay.
Like when
I'm an idiot.
What?
I thought you were saying minimum 100 with them loaded. And I'm like, that's a pretty significant sample size.
No, 100 at-bats.
With them loaded?
With the bases loaded.
Okay.
Yeah. No, every at-bat
well,
is
I guess that could turn out to 6 of 7 in a year if you're playing baseball
like
forever. But that feels like a pretty big sample to me.
Yeah, that's why it's
not
a
a
big
fluke.
Deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerds.
Now, I mean, there are other metrics that will say, well, who's the best with 150 minimum appearances with the base? Anyway, but he won't get that one, and I'm not going to bring that one up. Shakira is 49. Christy Brinkley, probably a supermodel.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
72. Actress Zosia Mamet is 38. I like her. She was the in the flight attendant lawyer friend.
God,
and
I know what it takes to make Dan's list.
You go look at her, then it's like, oh, where'd she come? Yeah, her dad is like famous playwright.
Yeah, you never had a shot. You never had a shot at any of this, ever. You couldn't even be the cowboy who's having sex with Bella Hadid because his dad was a world famous cowboy.
Right, you're not going to be at the party to meet her.
No.
Where am I going to be able to meet Zosia Mamet? If anywhere, it's like I'm this loser on Radio Row and she's walking through and, all right, I'll stop and do the 5 minutes here.
Right, just disgusted by you.
Dumb Zone birthday of the day. 72 years old, Dwayne Chapman.
I am the dog, the big bad dog. Bounty hunter.
He's still alive.
He outlived
his wife.
Yeah, not Deb, Paula, Beth.
Born on this day, now dead. John Saunders from ESPN.
Stay safe. Stay very, very safe. I think he was awesome, but he probably had a Kemp Smith, if I had to guess.
Ayn Rand.
Dan.
Born on this day, now dead.
A lot of that in there, too.
What do you mean?
Maybe that was something else. They love Ayn Rand.
Who does? Epstein?
The
cabal?
The people.
Is that a word?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
TC wanted to know if it's an anchor word. But I don't know. Like, it is only really used in, like, the context of pedophile, right?
I don't know.
Pedophile cabal. But no. Yeah, you don't have a chance.
And Trayvon Martin, born on this day, now dead. Dead on this day, still dead. Chris Kyle.
You know that whole story?
The sniper?
No.
Who do you think I'm talking about?
We know someone who possibly during their time of addiction claimed to have been at his funeral carrying the casket.
Well, yeah, that's why I gave a chuckle, because maybe we'll be talking to that person soon. We're not sure.
Yeah, you never know.
I don't want to promote something we don't know.
But the Chris Kyle thing, the actual highlight is people didn't know that is a thing, and the military uses that as a PTSD outlet. They go shoot, which on its surface you can say makes a lot of sense. What these guys do, it brings them relaxation, but when it goes wrong, it looks very what the fuck were you thinking?
Hey, you have serious mental health issues, you say?
Yeah.
Here's a gun.
And a guy that you're going to be super nervous around because he's a god to you. Let's see if you can make a name for yourself. Or don't, whatever. Bad formula.
Also dead on this day, we have Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Some might say, the best actor of this generation.
You ever see Happiness?
No.
Dude. I was zooming along on a...
You got Brooks and Benny on the weekend.
High note over here, feeling great about today's show, and then you remind me of
You're the one bringing up child sex. That's part of Happiness.
I saw Along Came Polly.
It's probably the same thing.
He's pretty good in that.
And Carl Weathers died on this day.
And that's what
I must
happened
have been skiing last year at this time.
Day in history.
I just know that because we then spent the entire 3-day trip just running through every Carl Weathers movie.
That was the trip you said you were going to give up skiing.
2024. So you were doing that because last year at this time you were calling me and I was in my closet because my wife was still sleeping.
Yeah,
and I'm whispering in there and he was talking to me about the Luka trade. And
the most vulnerable I've ever heard, Dan.
How many texts did you have?
Dude, it was near 100. because I had gone to bed.
Mm-hmm.
It is the kind of thing that if you were to say before it happened, like if Luka got traded, you would say, well, that will break the internet. And then it turns out it didn't. Like everything still worked later in that day. Don't you always hear that? Like this will break the internet.
But can't it, like individually, like we heard from somebody who works at The Athletic that if they want to get their servers to crash and get the most traffic they've ever had, they just need to have somebody in the NFL in the Epstein files. Their website crashed. So maybe some parts of the internet, but I don't know. They said that Kim Kardashian's ass was going to do that one time, and we lived through that.
I want to make sure now an internet crash, not the same as a car crash, but, Frankel and Frankel could use some love from us today. Frankel and Frankel, they are personal injury attorneys. So if your favorite player gets traded and you're on the internet at the time and then it crashes, well, you could be personally injured. And there might be someone to blame for that. And now you're trying to get what you deserve, get some bills paid, and you can't get it done. That's when you call 214-333-3333. I know it's in their copy to say 214 or 817, but it's not like you're dialing out of – I'm just going to say 214. Can I do that as a guy who's in Dallas? How about whatever area code we're in at the time?
No, I think we're used to it. I talked about this with a lot of people this weekend. Like Dallas people generally do have a superiority complex where they're like, I don't even know what's even going on over there. So we're used to it. You don't have to shout us out. We just know we're better.
One of my kids has an 817 and one has a 214, and the 817 is pissed. Like she's upset that we got her an 817 phone number. Anyway,
proud of who you are.
Frankel and Frankel, they cover them both.
They do. They don't discriminate.
So call 214 or 817, then all threes, you'll talk to a partner, all that kind of stuff. We had a one-day streak of at the end of the show, we would do a show promo to play at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And today I wrote it on the sheet.
I think that's great. I think we should do it.
Because now, okay, that was my question. Do you guys actually want to do it?
I do.
And here's a problem that I have, and this always happens like when I get home at night. My wife will say, what did you guys talk about today?
Don't know.
I don't know. Maybe football? I don't know.
Epstein. We talked to Joy.
Ah.
Okay.
You go.
Am I playing it?
Did some sports.
I can.
Well, I don't have it ready.
I do.
How long is it?
20, but it's like 15.
Okay, are we going back and forth?
Yeah.
You,
One,
me, Blake,
2,
and then back to you?
I don't need to be in this.
Yeah, you do. So I'll go first, then Dan, then Blake, then back to me. Ready? On today's Dumb Zone, is Joy from the Parker County Ice House still alive?
Man, that's the one I was going to use.
I know. Use it too.
Well, I talked to my buddy who's very Nordic about the Winter Olympics.
And was Oprah listed in the Epstein files? Find out
today on the Dumb Zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll get us imps.
Just have fun with it.
Adios, mofo.
Gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Well, I love you, Dumb Zone, for all you give to me. Sports and comedy. It's a win, you see. Win, you see. 4 episodes a week. Let's get our boys out of poverty. So go and grab your buddies. It's time to get more subbies. Now come into a sock. Blake's talking Argyle, that's for sure a lock. Arrowhead water, always kept in stock. Saving all his earnings, hoping Lindsey Sterling gives him a heart to Jake has got a story. Maybe it's a camp spin. It's the only news you'll need. Yeah, he's got a cat now. It cost more than my car. Wow, he's the champion of sobriety now. Dan's mic keeps moving, think he has a cough. Now his wife's at book club, So tonight it's jackets off, gets an order in at Eatsy's from the salmon trough. Put it on a burger or a nice pilaf, yeah. Dragging Dennis bumping, there's something always barking. It's probably Bodie. The show keeps getting better. They need subs now more than ever. It only costs you $9.60. Wow! So I love you, Dumb Zone, for all you give to me. Sports and comedy, it's a win, you see. 4 episodes a week, let's get our boys out of poverty. So go and grab your buddies, it's time to get more subbies. So let's get more subbies. So let's get more subbies.